Hano Cran, I'm going to back on the end of the Mansube Shipa. Well, Supremo said, be a friend to fancy be able to or doom, because you Fiana and City and Tuesday. I am so Saturday and Makacho. Basso, Shadan can David, Fiona Oboso. Yes, so Grand call Agra or Chian Quan Day, Ningoma call Uchim. Ah, Uchim, sending Woma. Somebody may have said, woman at the other day. Money was how we know, you a day. I say, and Chianco Guan and Momako. I made one was a woman to me, or somewhere you buy from sauce. I have the SSR and already a sauce. Oti, yeah, sauce, okay, and the sauce now, and this are engineer why, and the sauce. We are thousand class. Oh, yes, and you cry. Yet me do 2 meter. What him say sooner? 100 days. Chelsea J Club World Cup. Hey, listen, I can't oh, David. 100 days in the Chelsea. Oh, yes, celebrity fancy. 100 days, 3 months, and yet and a Chelsea ball PSG 3-0. No, Sanke show me 6. Oh, yeah, in the first half. I'm in the first year now. They are 4 years. And an essay. And you see 100 days. 100 days for Jaffini at 360, 400. And now 4 years. And you brew. Masum Zebe Mochin. Yes, I can bread papa. I say, do any sound your son and Takrache. Do any sound your son in Takrache. Okay. And I'm and Takrache. So Hawaii. But that's if Supremo na. Yes, I can't manama come consona non to abo non to buy the and draw a kind of amount. When the ABC game, you say our cell life no. I simple as ABC in Tiano person won't trabia. But money answer we are above 80 years and quite away no. Under NLA Omo Caritas lottery platform no so and I'm a Jumedian no and also go so I'll crossover selected letters and alphabet some year kind. Na chese ko school ya ABCD wo kan bia na chese mu mi ensape na mi ensan wo yin de atene se wo twawie na bia ye draw no anopai awie na ba kokra ba wonya ska wo sika ri twen no wo mo de bon ho ade ama na afem ye no so ba mu so a wo mo de ma mo ho ana chese mi ensan nyina no enso ba na chese anopai sika sam enso ba kama na mom se na mi ensan nyina so ba na se o si ya arrangement no ayesa na machine so eyaba dia na ne chese anopai what to edi unim bra so dear ebe pnt momori ansene odo ho be shem star 262 hash now follow prompt na what you trabi from 5 Ghana cedis akono we ABC game asem and ye ko bia and aba enjoy chese no ema sika asem nyina no and some Japan to 10 no pay ya the draw about 2:30 away another draw eba koso 5 o'clock and biem 9 o'clock and I just so draw no eba koso na ama sika asem nyina no and so I find out Dr. Jackson. I say Yamo Biachina Yamamunina Biamna Yanama say Esansa Drono Mwana Mukitabu from Tete Ebesina Yakasam say Mekramate Jackson Habama Shanka Ayadia 2000 sometime Cabo Radio Beer Nomna Wana show sister no na DJ Disciple no my face Mickey Charles Kabanach Stuttgart on time Masa. Oh, yeah, legends. My boy, show sister. Yes. And I'm a boy, I'm Kosio Kumiana, also run a show sister. And I'm about disciple. I'm out. I'm not chase Stuttgart, my mouth. I so. And I back where our born was here coming going. Did you disciple? Ah, okay. Obi akoi. I can come what to call for. Yeah, or no for. Be are the legends of all. Yencho. Sometimes no boy Jackson advert. So we cram it here 25 years. It is almost board from 90s out of 2000s. Jackson about me, Shabbat Jesse King, and you easy cry. Advert we okay. There may be some bon number. And where we what and you know, stay. And you know, Baku, no matter to me, so teach we come on. Hey, Just say habane ye tomorrow malaria draw tatashe hu na na adwane
eno na mo onum timi dawo ma TBD fans win timi di awadroni obedidi pa
obi ampa bi nto honam re ni nyina na beko ama ne oma ye find ya ma fei ameka say Youngson natural capsules no ye bema na say oda bia wate ahwe e won pom ba betimi asi wasom wo ya rekranya because say mo no bo won pom ade ma ni chiri and so be gene no na say wo don sal fa no ho ama ba ya wi na fo ba u jedum ha
wa ya wi
say na precious mu say no mo ten adwu nyina no pom wo kwan wo to no say twetwe ya men kokra won so won yi matoma
oh yes
so mo was na precious no wunya bema mu amasa me ho kra aye Youngson natural capsules no na fe Youngson cold capsules and so budjuma pa ebe tu cold kwase na constipation nyina no and so ebe ko ama chese sisiade and so ebe jaba bi atodro bi akwa benya bi and so ato 0244723541 Dr. Youngson so ebejo so betway or say yen can choose a bet where rewards any area tennis kwaswane twa bet on sports kwaso na bet on casino we benya points na points a wunya no wotumi convert into cash na a simple as ABC ni nyina no say wo convert into cash a wotumi yi ere to omomo wallet no so na fe wo ya check wo have finance open so a wo betumi a convert into cash na fe wo say dey twa bet wo be so any bia no aye one cash jejere no aye exclusive edema betway wo mo customers and wo mo consumers enqua na the tennis TCs and so apply regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana not for persons below 18 years no aye betway na say yen can trust say ye twan nyansam get way more and no and some no best brain publication limited hono kwa wo kwaji books and the ama ba say JJ so nyina akoda no be wi school no na for senior school for you kono no nyina no sa akoda no wa ben ehye ene kwan so ba aye danda head and to make house ya per foundation ama bani kama na say JHS ana akoda no wa mathematics and integrated science ebiem your English language and computing social studies and religious and moral education creative art and asantiki no yakene nyina dia bom basics no aye 7 to 9 combined and afi safi ana akoda no so start school na your phonics your 2 3 and 4 letter words afi we benya color fun with writing my early writing for K1 and 2 no and ma bano ensa no ayefe pa akoda ni benyini na wa betwere ama teacher ni bia ya da akoda because nensa no bo agese nensa no enso ayefe pa eba no dagbani asantitwi infante ana afi me ka wo say aye computing and basics no 1 to 3 and 1 to 6 no we beto our best brain publication limited omo ya juma our pankrono abet la Posada Hotel woman chuano ma pay for best brain our 0507 200 Electromat triple reward bonanza na chese omo de bon premier sana diamao na Electromat say men can show say Wontumi bibia the free omaso ya wo mo 60% discount I up to 60% discount ebiem no wo be senya freebies na kra no ade Electromat ade chow a che so Wontumi bi e wo omaso ya hono kra no ne bo tumi so bo be 10,000 Ghana cedis a che say ban sempo bibi say air conditioners o to the free Electromat auto TV ade free ho wo fridges and all freezers or washing machines and all gas cookers o microwaves NHS home appliances ni nyina no NHS kitchen ni adeno beto e de free home kwa de akede de obenya bi pada de omo de chew no ye chew bibi de say laptop afei vacuum cleaners ye chew microwave ye chew blender ye chew iron ye chew e bia chese a whole lot of Electromat wo mo souvenirs awodo na afei wo so wanya bi school for no kwa no wonu so Wontumi nya laptop a chese no e ya akede ana Electromat enso adema e www.electromat.com.gh and answer number ni wo pa obefre open so aba osape 0552777905 na Electromat empire for no and some enjoy so jenjeme dabwama ayo kakai enso akwa woseno enso anapo obeso enso abaye ebiem enso anasebia teeth replacement enso anasebia si to obesi esi ema wa bra enkofa side effect ema ebiem no enso anasa seno obeso shan silver obeso shan gold send ye kan say aye teeth extraction ana obeso we simple adeno dodomo no aye kaka ana ha ana nkwada no nso no wonsan kwada no ya na tofes no ya monte du say ebia kaka baba no dodom na de bia kwada no kam ana dro abomode enso de ne beko gingivid ama dentist enso ahwe no na fe wo ma solve aye problem no enso ade ama bam wonum jinka wontimi nje aye number e wo kamu wontimi nkoni pam enkyere wadwe a komoni enso ne aye gingivid enso ebe kasa na wo mo aye eastern region koforia wo ben central police station no aho ana gingivid ana fe chechiman magazine kenten kono so no ma pay ana kroman so odwa report junction wo fa kwano so dia ko aye ma high street to send fa so building a bank I want from a straw ana our oye juma aye 0559 139582 gingivid and some abajo so now smart view mobile and tablet and ye now smart view for my catch so phone ya won here can say S3S Oppo na Oppo no anona and Champions League matches abako so nyame armo na Champions League matches abato so na play bi obejeman of the match o game bia mo no ya monitor obon se phone na jouer fa be man so fanyi selfie no anom aye Oppo upe bi atwa aye 600 Ghana cedis bueno a brand new full setting box yente ano kra wona be the first person obete aye phone no and a bonus so our former fee your Redmi 5A our Redmi aye 6 just a Redmi 5 no ne bone your 450 Ghana and a Redmi 6 and some aye 600 Ghana full setting box ebiem sa won per aye tablet e ma bano na wo de asua de won pani na kala so be hia bi e de aye bia nyuma bi ni at offices no mo eno aye 1600 Ghana unikuma say wobeso to be a ton of fason ya wodia and I say wutie mo pan ba kuni mi bi so a wo mo ye delivery ba bia obia no sabeka aye phone and I say tablet awoto number ni ni aye 0247 812358 na fe waje aye A3 Oppo and Redmi ne tablet.
Well, young Remo high sense na feeling common pay high sense for Daromana and you ma ye broso a diamond TV na open assembia air condition and I open may mudi jumedie our kitchen sembia rice cooker you pay microwave nom and a blender so mo de bia bana bonum and so a different cra woma so as the ama said in the high sense when him say boy and so at that from the biara day over friend and pay now near din common shadow so toy items here your 5-year manufacturer defect warranty other so now I shall so the ama showrooms no you will be Accra, you will be Kumase, Udu Kumase Tafua, your boy Juma or Tanoso, and Afe, or a canisem, a doom so on Sabet Miakaye, more outside Kumasem, Yatakra Day, and the Tachimani Sunyanano, Mobetmia from 0302 550 000, Nani High Sense, and Penifono, and some Latin Coma, emulate about supplement and American for at the Amasa Kantanka about pharmaceuticals, Woma Daruma, and Omodia by a new system booster, boosting immune system no ento na antika krabi anu abrego anu ani so ebri wuta complain what draw emulate about supplement na onya ebetimi aboa emulate ne dwumadi edi no mani peduanum anso ahoden wo yoba wafa ne yefunu anasem ya akra no on akra no no mo anasa akra no nimfie dumie no onum bia enye 0535 112-813 nafe wadi enkoma ontumi sika puduo ana meka cho se edua na odo agimi ko ebe draw nafe onso onya kakrari ato na sika na ye che no if you want Ghana ekope 500,000 in a Ghana cedis ana fe ebeche as the amount to benya o chafam na wom oji code na to na ye start here odo agim e star 2 star 426 star 20 hash nafe onso mwa nchimrenu dua na do agim na fe onso anya kakra na nuama ye kama Semens Vita how about me send capsules agan enie eye ntini no mu adwuma emamoja no edi afrusan ye bonza bema de obema no ani ntini because bema dompe anasem bia kase ensum anim entise no so ema me sese ne wan ma ne ntini no anyina so na se eye mre se ya na se bema anuama nso tetchemane sa mo asiate ka afru to ase wo bei etwetwen ahyehyew ntini mu ana afi dompe pen multi pens a wadro no cement vital bamisten capsules ano ara betimi abo amano so de unya preka ni bia no boa ma wo menses no enso be flow kama 0240616061 utobia na one doctor din komo yenrem of 3p garlic mixture na no pay mamen comfort dre emfama wa udie mi bia no wadro enie wa ye kase obesa wo sote ana asem bia high blood pressure ana ha wadwe sugar level osro ana afem me kase utie me na obesa stroke ya achiwi obi wonu ma wada fom ebesa bosume miansa eni ademo ma no 3p ni bi na afi onnom obekeka no ho amon se dro no eye kama menstrual pains yenuanu mai madro eye 3p garlic mixture eno ana be boa mo 3p ne garlic mu ahoden ana yatwe ana afi ade aye nso ne eja enso enka no na 3p no otobia ni ti eye kokko glass bottle ana gum ana afi garlic nso ngada ho 0248928824 na afi the doctor enso madin komo kojak shako toothpaste ye betri ase yanum beda ho nkrai kosukua ene uda wo mu efrifie no mu kwa frem dia to fenum no mu die anwe ya ne senum obo se na start se hye na eye black bi ni ade wo de fa kojak no ensom atwi akoda ne se ni nyina no ebe pai fitam na de amano pani so eboa ama sene nya hoden ayi wonum nka ensom na de free kojak pro code uti eye wo ya bu aniti fa migraine edwane se wa na afa ni hunu so wadro no eye kojak pro code na beboa 0244559597 Ubenya Dre na also one be Natural and Company Limited Proslav capsules. I know and I make come for the amaso prostate in the Bema and no NHS one day because the prostate and ya Jumaribaqua and also Mahadre and it's our Jonswa. Back kakra obeti kokoko and time flow ye and I feel so ane mo paim you know ni nyina no aye prostate no and a problem and a signals into so am na true man capsules in a recorrection and I feel lack of sexual drive woni atenka so be badjuman pem Congo ointment wona mani ensa eji edi from me monfa bi na fe monsra wona no beta wona fe wona sardin and you man so mo kama ede amount 0249017101 na fe wadin komo yanko me dima for Dr. Time da wona no pay or the mraba to ya dia so na dia ma Dr. Time da so adwuma oba no ase awo ana why dey ama waware be mfie dunum nie awo ma doctor say brown no wife no momra na fe on film won chemo kwanya mo be fa so awo betimi aba na fe waste space sie ne ya and asem bia prostate na obema anso na fe ayeketo bia fon a wase bra na oni dwumadie anso emfamo ato abua kwa agogo school junction on abo sa doctor ejini dwuma kranso poku asemayera 0244774282 phone here edim come Alaska dem abe kama o dem be ni tese what papers na de ono asa 3D 5D what the sofa covers abana fe dem fani say the PVC floor tiles and some na bi artificial grasses ni nyina no wono ade bi aba a che so odi didwuma ana se kwota odi didwuma e wo dem ama wo dem nso ayefe na carpet no nso no but I want to pee and a day about Shannon Summa Samu Mopedo to an abaku no Kumasia Doom, Yaban Boss FM building a Mrs. Anoche Plaza, a more and your crown so circle tiptoe lane inside Shippers Chaman K20 to more Edu Mujuman 0554-114878 Nafe. When you didn't come a Lawson Beverages Limited, Dr. Lawson ye a Dupa and ye Dr. Lawson sir, we are Bema, delay man bitters near what drew Bema the SO delay Pemeso Kunkomi yes. Wo bema mu bi obema de obema yo ene se ube isika ba koma e kire obebe fie na fe watimi aba adwuma ne afro se daddy what as here enjira wontimi nya we nyina na ha den enum ana doctor de adro dilemma no enso aba dilemma capsules na man so ayamunum bi mo amota complain say we menses na maye and time flow on data and so say aba no wonya dre bi be 0248619999 na ya din komani da so herbal clinic doctor Elder also doctor say when you know ne cataract attempt and so when so and as a pressure when you so obi a glaucoma one said one day ni nyina no ase brana for oni dwumadie no emfama or the purely herbal and a treatment on far in the operation on fast can as be a panie and so and kawani and no and ma doctor Eda Sonko when ani hwe eyade mu na wa we ade and a stroke and asem bia hypertension and a prostate hell no mumra na overdraw this area Takrade our port quarters ya ben Archbishop Porter Girls Kumase Watenase our kwada so Estate Park ana fe mu akra no so Tabora Alaji Walako Johnson 0559901234 na fe wadu nkoma Tabia ba company industry Tabia ta kumi ebedi ebi afili amanuama ayekama edi amaye bi kwa tenkade o ba adwuma pem bema o ya adwuma no oba njije ho a adwen pa man ya mo njije ho man nya dabi ko no ana ma adwuma enso koye na ne nyina no ene so watenkade wa eno no ntimi ma wo nye ho man nyeye esa kra no ofeki o tiase entim jebe boa no se o di takom ni bia eno e de atenka sonko bi enso adeba ni peduanum kra enso adema ntisa no so mame Tabia ba Mr. no so deal with malaria wonu ma 20 minutes dia wadro nie Tabia ba capsules no so boa usisi no ebeji yade bia wom e de free 0243686861 na wadin komo power specialist herbal hospital ya mame doctor koso adua ya na daroma wade yade ena dro enso na ba hepatitis you zebra na on treat you fatty liver and also prostate enlargement we are bema and also stomach ulcer duane eto ye manye ye fibroid wo fire kesia and afa kidney so ha dwen doctor zebra no mo a what the adua ya ba malamix abeno e deal with malaria cough care ba Mr. Obowa wadro no and afa adua ya ba tonic no enso ye wa wuntimi ni die obetimi akọ akra kwa benya ACP road wo our power hospital bus stop and afa Kumase feya sebosum road our adua junction mo water crowd or record anaji estate 0244 544-422 now no edi enkomo Ruta natural product Ruta de enom ayade malaria asem de emfa mfana fitire eno beyi afio na afe general body pains enso ngabeko Ruta life enso de yene se emamoja edi afrisan ye woni peduanum eno enhance blood circulation ema ewohoro ni pedua yimu kama edem ema Ruta life ano no ana afe Ruta tonic enso de yene se typhoid fever ana hawa adwena wunya Ruta tonic awadro enye Oberframe 0244-485-632 baby ato adro bia no benya Ruta enro bi ensom atimi ato na ujaise ne de say yakase ne ye kom ne national team ye national assembly say club football and ekoso entize ozobote Chelsea 100 days yi ese oje de FIFA club worker badge edam enom abi ho ana afa PSG foi monsom Champions League dey edasom ho a ekoso den de be ko ekutamo akobim say ya bowe awie ntimo nhye na nuama enye kama teams ni nyina no mo be frɛ 0547047771 ana 0203682641 na what replica JC Papa fancy.
Okay, well, me da say yembra ABC game no so na yenhwe yen draw no na yenhwe latest no epie ba ene enso ano pay live on Wontumi Sports Buffet show na DNA ba R adikan ba U ana H RUH I know an latest miensa according to ABC one machine e buy it is a select latest miensa de bia ba kokra pie mu a check phone so because momo na bada da
yes alert na ba
sure ti eno enso eno no na chese ano pre de wato odi pa
wadi
onkwan mu ayham why ade ya yemre Dr. Amuzu Adaroma we Amuzu P sponsored question of the day any ebisa na Dr. Amuzu when infection drono and so Amuzu P doctor say what the nuani hini NHS say ha mano nuani hini be say 24 ana 21 kwan wa kam bia ya 20 say we nyana we penya na acha say bodjuma pa so your banner say wase ekika na wo tinka say wase kwan e bie hono say ya keso be say mo na kuma bikama drono Ayamuzu P herbal mixture bema so bema no yana sansan kun unsen vitabi efrimun so ba drona beje no eye de fer Amuzu P herbal mixture na Daroma o say yemisa say Nico Pass and Arda Gulash yemisa say start one automatically over bench one when I start two game and a wine and a better bench. Arda Gulash of Real Madrid and a Nico Pass of Ayakomo. Pass on the Kramari Samson before Madioko. Or Bobo Bruta. Cabo, Ghana for us.
Yes, I don't channel anyway a benefits. Warriors, I'll start Ada Gulash and then take Nico Pass to loan. And no Edward about Pedro say bench Nico Pass and start Ada Gulash. And no Edward so the banana say a lot of people are saying Ada Gulash because they don't watch Nico Pass matches. Okay, and no Edward so they aba question man who say about starting Nico Pass now for Ada Gulash. About 85th minute, you know, Edward so that day I'm and pay live on the show. I say I'm clever. Watching the show live from Sunyani, I'll start Nico Pass and bench Ada Gulash. You know, Edward de Abba, Ampra, Achima Pradi, and I'm a day free Abba. I'll start Ada Gulash and bench Nico Pass. And no Edward so Diaba Opusu GH said Nico Pass start and bench Ada Gulash. You know, Edward Diabo Dike Ventures Ada Gulash on any day and would Dike Beatrice Asante as well as starting Nico Pass and no the Beatrice and so a day about Manfred Gilbert said please Nico Pass will start and Ada Gulash on bench and no what they about nice Reggie was say Amuzu P always giving us a tough question okay no a day Abba I don't some about Kobe Mares I will start Nico Pass the guy is informed and bench Ada Gulash and no and so I throw way easy spirit was say Ada Gulash on any day easy spirit and so a message in ye and a senior bullet and so say anomabo and what the free but start Ada Gulash now for bench Nico Pass.
Well now Julius can say I'll start both and bench Jude. Oh now lie me. And I have for Gabby Edge say I will start Nico Pass the message and so any when you saw your post course on Facebook says I will go for Nico Pass and Banaria Suleiman and so say whatever start Nico Pass I feel where Amsterdam Junior says or no ever start Arda Gulash on any day now Godfred Kuoko says if you know Nico Pass you will not think about it Nico all day and I know and so a day at the banana pay live on the Wontumi Sports Buffet show now. Start Nico Pass and bench Arda Gulash. I know a message kakra on so a day abawa brano peno. E bia kwame akwama no ne anu nti. Yemfa a bad to course emau na yenko a foreign embra real quick and me course a 543 us and a bay. Na BW1 A52 AB F7 and yeah 43 us good 14 us in here BW1 A52 B4 A6 and here 14 BW1 A52 C6 9D. I have 12 O's.
Good.
BW1 A52 CE A9 7 O's. And I'm the amount. Last but not the least, I have 6 O's. BW1 A52 D2. Okay. Yeah.
I'm green lights no na maybe I fine
green light today here because me pescal kwa me swan
and
yes I'm a swan
and you no crap ska here ska be ba mensu money go come
kai me late father obuzana say o se here Bruno okatwi no obuzana say that are searches o so nyina beti ase o hena band ne papa ti ase
so no crap
ka bibia o peka mpewe ase the one seed
na talk kan me bia o bibia enya mo asu na ususa
ti me am nyini ya no bi nkancho say na o say you don't know what is happening in Nottingham Forest na Nottingham Forest dia na o so nyina beti ase Nottingham Forest was a celebrity
and you may cause Dodo no we need to beti ase enti papa mama ya down low and easy cry unyina na
o satan no mo salary need to say
kete sa no manum no so no mu manage ye nuama is Canada and from as a motive in a tree was a deal.
Chairman, after when your man standing, a company by now, your mind standing and company. And you said, Chairman, so any modern boss on an idiot. When you know me standing after you would have been there, you would have discovered boys. I just have
yeah, Jama, what you.
Chairman, to be a
and champion
system fianso.
In Chelsea was
deputy CEO
and channel.
Deputies, I remember some the other mommy and
Tampa, Nankama.
Yeah, player on him, Bob. Now I time man, time. Company says, see a brain for the Navy.
Oh, yes.
Until 2029.
Oh, yeah, Juma Kama.
Because upon saying that, Purple Koya, Man City Baba,
a fan, any dear. Some fancy you be never catch.
Purple Koya, Man City Baba.
To me, one is
mountain to
difference now. No, say no mun you do.
You can buy national service, ya baby.
Oh yeah, Jafina. Yeah, we say.
I stand. It's young common and embrace.
Yenchia Dr. Do Aninkra. Dr. Adu Aninkra. A director of Makion.
Okay.
Yes, almost face show in me.
Oh, nice.
10 and pay be a 9:30 na. Yes. Oh no.
Restaurant and I say
yes, restaurant in Bibia. Only a director now.
To me.
Okay. And a rare holic and so on. Twitter, you see, I'm say what target your horses.
Okay. Or shay.
And I will try to say rare holic.
Oh, nice. Real holic.
Oh, yes, real holic.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, come on. Yeah, the story said, baby. Oh, yeah. Who's the screen? Who's the man?
Oh, yeah. You so abon you.
I say, we
will trust Sleet.
Young Comra. Okay. I don't know. Wow, this Wontumi Sports Buffet live on Wontumi TV, digital satellite, and I feel live on YouTube. Wontumi TV live and Facebook. A new page and so Wontumi TV live. No more. NB channels. Mama say live. No. Block letters in caps. Now fe. Wopo Wontumi TV and now the LIV. You know, Eddie Asosuna. What ya babenye? Now we are joining now fe. Washing and pretty ruby. So she ya foreign now. Ya the stories and the latest and so at Jamal young Comra
Angwa Juma no you Yami Wahoda Se Uji Didia Obeya and such Renia no you Yami Wahoda Se Uji Didia Obeya Ye Bompaye Shamachi Shra Yehuwa Ila Henu Yehuwa Ekat We Ahata Et Yehuwa Elohika Bika Luvika Uvika Naveshika Uvika Miyodika Tode Yasak in English in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Shut up, come on, boy. Kapo. Say Kapo chairman. I feel like chairman Baba.
Yes.
Got time tabo kukasamu send messages and ben no be say hey oh chairman ya dear pa say watch me assemble. I just quite be coming ho hene papa me.
Na guess it is okay how guess no me say guess no me say how many boys in this year me say guess it is say Wontumi Sports no I number 1
chairman
Angwa Juma no you Yami Wahoda Se Uji Didia Obeya and such Renia no you Yami Wahoda Se Uji Didia
Obeya I am Vincent Company and so awie na Jamaican can you know say woman manager na extente ne contract dey am bamunchen until aye 2029 our brand no nanka mo na so madam sanka jumadia manager Vincent Company edu obakaya ne first season anchors no and some last season a juba bi na as a result no akwa bibia oni adene nyina echi no wo mutimi manager ama anchors jumadia Jumedia, Yafasanom by a bonus league, and also Bamunchin for the Ama Jumedia, Womudi, our UEFA Champions League, Inter Milan and Chasai Club, our contest in Momu Bobokua, Yafasanom by a buying funnels and Frimo. Now, Omatanasia who said, Nancy Manager Jumedia and Dansokra, Woman Casas from 3 weeks ago, Medabatu, Ama Mekatros and Bamunchin Panfono, Womusum Nigeria Basa Jumana, or Reference Company, and some abo at the Ama Club, Yafaras buying Ayarias and no, and some our solo today. No one has another piano officially. Omuno Rana Carrier, Nisika, some any at Oma Pajam, and some Yamana amateurs latest. Maybe second in Anasorano, why stand their contract with Bamuncheno until 2029 Breno, and some Kakra, and some Finasua Debana. What was on one Casa Kakakano say, you want to just say, and then no, Amsa Nanije, Absence of Buyer, Club Women out Koyan Kabiane, Wamuyo Yojum, and Sudan National was said, gentleman is standing a contract, and some money say, what Bamunchin phone up one pana to say, Wamu create a working environment, I just know, I come and some Adamano, and some sending on your truster, Wamusum Anya from day one, and it's a Wobaya Juma Wobina Senipano, and some Judin Quadia, one tries a Dibia also Mounsa, and some Casada Bea, Wobanya soon Friday Jumani Biano, Sanipano, some upper and Adama, and no Anna Bamunchin for ye be Adamana Amano Casino, and I'm some amateurs on why stand here. Yarisa Abde Teninano, and some Lante M and watch Max Albanum, and just a bang point for the day. I have a so bon quano motema, I your coach and our Branomania Gia Pasa, one more animal Janet was so Sansene. I'm Sassy was Sha Club, Washisham Amanyoman so Kokama, and no by Jeffrimo, and some Lante Abanam Company. What I say contract and say, one, why you're grateful, and a Biamono, why you're Annette Sender, one Bamunchin, number 2 also Adia anymore, and also some Aya Kaka Fluo, and some Lante Abayam Ko Aya Premier League anyway. Nama me Bobo Crafans Aston Villa. What is Aston Villa for Yamia and my Desmond Yamono, Onsen Yabo Champions League, Eradia Dumochina and a Yawadano, Europa Ebacosunti, Yawada Europano, and yes, I give them this month and Ankasam Gusu Abekasino, Yabo Crafans Aya Aston Villa, Wamum Abakwa to Maccabi Tel Aviv, and on Israel. Now, Obianim Samuel Gusu Al Koswa, among for some Irasa, Wamabet I telling you, I can't say Bia, and on Papa, Nebia Sawa Timmy, Wakamene, a Yotopa, Yato, Roll from her face, Yasuma, a missiles, and a Sanyo Maninano, I was a Jai, and on Israel, and a Chase, a Gaza, and Tokwa, and a Chasa Palestinians, Ridianino, and also Mabaka. Now, last week, Mabaka Chow say, one more basketball team back home, about game, I was Spain, Emma Chasomwa, one more pro Palestinians, I get demo, Emma Chasomo says, and you mount dopi, Emma Chasa shop, and I said, yeah, you can't say beggar king, I know, and some our Spain, I'm say almost says, almost shop any day. Now, Manoka, so I'm this month now, make us Maccabi Tel Aviv, one more some Aston Villa, every game, no, yes, Tel Aviv for same. Yeah, match no man catch UEFA for say one more buying closed doors. I won't take it. I don't take it. See a bomb match. I say you must support us. I must say one more pass him because you know I'm doing that day. And I just say no mercy calling you know woman can say I won't take it. Ebi anani paponi fobi abe frame. Nothing. Na baby asie. Na eduoyene. And I kwakaba ne san intino. Woman pano toto and panenwa. Don't mess with more canning. You know say sa omu game. I was say. One say I'm don't take it on the ball against Aston Villa, and I'm buying closed doors. Yeah, there I yes I updating you know, and some like the Abana Emra. What can I say? My coach said Jumano, I will Nottingham Forest. I'm gonna say, woman, my former coach, Emma Vatina, your father Sean Deitch, Nana Mano Casino. What do you say? Wababa Drew Aya Chase, I Nottingham, almost some training ground. So now appointment, I'll call Ediamano. I'm a Nottingham Fanamana Crab. Coach and you on our city through Kitani Coffee. I just only bought a yes test and they call a yes offices anymore. Sean Deitch and Abano Sresre. Now, what is a statement? Bobo Cravans and Nottingham, one some other boy, what came from Sro. ebesi foma na chese omo twere pa but baby na hiamie ene baby amia kasa mitutu mu ene say Nottingham Forest as a club omo say ye want to just coach ne ba wa ba na nyina no womo say or the perfect blend of character and it just a tactical acumen and a baby juma just wa ye to be wa kobia no wa guide aye clubs awodo ama just anima kwen to mo de womo girious experience a coach ne wo and some our Premier League ne mo and ye kasa be a manager be tactically what also abia womo say Sean Dyche and so account ne womo so abua ama just a club no etimi akwa the new chapter womo resen yema some abekwe afei womo sari atudwa say team be a manager akwa why juma adiamo mu bia no wo build a defensive organization and what you team no a resilient abiem and say womo girious players and womo gu Nottingham no wono betimi use sa team no and they form a chess strategy and simple what they are forming a football a identity amen womo some consider because jomo can say club bia so wono some abekobia no yana de o say oyane sa woman ne can say set pieces omo de she womo so mutimi defending ye na say set pieces na say I'm say Premier League clubs na no na ana slot wono do common nyina no womo giri say manager yi pa wa bai womo say squad no betimi abod amen SUT ayem ye can say set pieces and some abekoso eno aye chance update e ba wonsam no ye de am ye che from me Manchester United almost squad no play no Euro Studios na chance aye media ye fan say gym work and akoso de ama Manchester ne aye chance amon kwada because woma kwaya adwuma na no ye dinkunim ama me no kasa Manchester kwada ne aye kwabe main nom Joshua Zexi and chance Nuzel Mazraoui nom and chance boys aka nyina no Lenny Yoro nom ani ade womo nyina so aye adwuma den our gym omo wi a ana chance woma ko aye patch no so na ade ba ko no say on say Manchester woman in Europe area bia na ebi bo Champions League nyame yar ma ya wada ebi mom ababo Europe ani nyina no Manchester e wo throughout the whole week I say woman some ade ba rest na women's game and some abakoso and no aye good news and some ade ma team no na wo kai owura ye for Steven Warnock ye can Steven Warnock or your former player and some ama Liverpool team no on ye owura no say Manchester top player I say Mateus Cunha nasa boy no ball na no wonu yes on pese ase obegina nkrani mu atete nkrani na ebe wi ase ase wa pre akokasa bat de obeso kan nyina no say was born Mateus Cunha e born sa da no are say Eric Cantona e jan na so a wo born Manchester United what ha ball nie just pressure ne ba kwara we nya ball na wo gina so tia so on pre na home pass e no mu abon ba wo suro say obegina so ne bejina supporters ade be gunu so sa na am ye kwasha ye wonu ya jibon no nko a etimi woke aye distance kakra ansa no obejema wa jemu ono ana na oma pressure enso amba aye Manchester for so ntenai owura for Steven Warnock ono and was a born akwada ne bormasa so far there ona na the best player our pitch so now we are outstanding our don't compare Eric Cantona ama chesanom aye kakra and so mafi amaso adebana akwada na your body din our question of the day more fans and ko pass no answer me can and man dey say so far Bobo Kwan fans komo womom ashe 9 goals this season one kwari involved in 8 nasa boy no oye adwuma pa man of the match was so there am so agbe say 4 yes and less than 4 na akwada no ensom age na Nico pass ayobi a Real Madrid obi anim sa womonom unim namwia onim nam planyen champeto Real Madrid foro o ma imagine say kwambia so akwada no be sanfa na Nico pass enkomo no ana Jeminya no say yenim sa na Bobo Kwa no say Spurs amonso ni abrepa na Chelsea ekohua kakra ema Arsenal ensom ekohua kakra and the latest amenya no nyina no say ankakasi kasam wɔn nkondia ɛne anka Arsenal wɔn bobo kwava no sɛ Chelsea ebetumi ensom our former na mom Real Madrid team no wɔn our first option ɛhɔ ana asɛm no wɔn ba for now deɛ report amensa kan nyina no sɛ ne yɛsɛ Chelsea and Arsenal originally wɔn som anya register wɔn interest ɔmo ɛwɔ akɔda no mu a wɔn resa akɔda no wɔn som adana baba ɛnɛ ana yɛdi kan yɛ to wɔn sɛ ayɛ exactly 100 years and also 100 days bobo kwava no sɛ Chelsea wɔn kɔgye ayɛ club championship no na mekai match day 1 na just a match see ɛkɔ mo na so ana competition no ana time ne nya any adema kyese wɔn ka bia clubs all over kyese obi abai Brazilian teams afei ugly no ana kyese Africa ha wɔn mo buy ensom abai with that no any ade wɔn nyina ba Korea se Chelsea ana che aye European defending champions ano aye Paris Saint-Germain wɔn bɔ economy ensa wɔn som antimiante ana ana aye ne fara makoma 100 pe kyese Chelsea for no wɔn je aye club championship no ensom ade so wɔn na so na report amenya no say Empanifo no wɔn say ɔmo ba bake ɔmo coach a yɛfɛ no Enzo Maresca na empo no mete sɛ kɔba sɛ nyame yɛ adom na January ɔmo transfer market ne bie na bia manager ne fo sɛ wɔbɛnya striker ɛde abantam sɛ bia wɔbɛtumi afɔ bi on loan because Liam Delap enya mai ebia sɛ still na no wɔbɛnya center back simple ebia Levi Colwill enya ma sɛ ɛne ntwaba so ɔde obi ba mete sɛ Chelsea mpanifo no pɛ sɛ wɔn back omo manager said a bear one some betimi akos aye adwuma no for a long time and until no pay medebe tu twasa afedi Chelsea womu coach na join Jorge Mendes the agency na ye fan say just a footer ano and just run a join our planning no as part of omo negotiations and some abekos no and so aye update about Liverpool make no pressure womu ewo emergency meeting and so aye na Jurgen Klopp na ekoye I'm saying coach Barcelona abaye adwuma pa ne first season no gina mekai se Newtonum ereba to twasa afei ana yabe assess coach na ye fan sa slot esa se ba kono de aye club squad ana chesa so tricky kakra bi de be adwuma wo bi abanaba so ani adwe no de watoto de abanti afei ana ya ba be se bi a hit no ebe foul ana se bi a omom ana be fa hit no na Alan Pardew okay no Alan Pardew aye former coach Newcastle no any other host of clubs aye Premier League no say Alexander Isak ne de no chese how Isaki o say amana kai wotumi toto aye Fernando Torres ade no man ye wo ka be 2010 somewhere January at Chelsea for say omo Torres omo kwa Liverpool for say any 50 as a gragre na omo je 50 million pounds ade free ho na o say that time no Chelsea enya Torres obiaso any a game over Edman club saka adaya na say Chelsea for no and be control aye Premier League no Chelsea and just omo benche ade so am na so Korea se wo bia no de kokosi was sana Isak ade na ba ya to aboden over 120 million pounds British record enti eba sana wo bia ba head oba ba was ni nyina kan bi ana ma kwada no modumpo no anu some IBB ho I was say ogidie person what Isak etoto aye Torres ade no ho a ebia ne sika ne mu odu sika ye to aboden oba at the pressure and some ana manti Isak no so obi anya ne ho adwuma ya bra wa ho ya be dempa o so nua some abero Coventry no aye some coach fan sir Alan Pardew and some area to ja ya de aye update ni nyina deba na Alexander Isak asma ye kano mama manager fan sir Jose Mourinho as Marino abody at Newcastle and some our St. James's Park na Jose any one of Kobusan say Wobody at Newcastle na anyabiano fusa Isak a problem ama Newcastle na because as an ebetimi aka say Newcastle a transitional team because time omu ja Isak kama ne koi omu de Juan Risakra ba ye wontimi mo ball papa bi adabia wapra ebiam neck for Tamada womu de man so from a different league afei ana akura na eye bia renti sanitary a sani ebeha ana Joseph Seno kranyam yanim nie Sadena eto aye Isaac eno aye Samani mono team bia o player wono aye established na ojana na so na ebia beto no last minute umpo awosa ugino emane kono wo ye coach ebe affecto team krono so no ebe affecto ebe nsunsuanso ewo so ento no fu sa ni nyina kyerenya no na be kyerse bia Newcastle game enkoye ana se bia dia but on Isaac no yentie manager Jose Marino aba brana what Benfica and some abatao yentie kakra.
You know what happened with Isaac in the summer is very difficult for a club, very difficult for a coach, and very difficult even for the fellow players. I think in the end everybody knows that he's going to leave to Liverpool, but one thing is everybody knows he's going to leave, and another thing is done. When it's done, you move on. When it's done, you have a new player. When you have a new player, you train and you adapt to play with a new player, because of course Isaac and Wontumi, they are different players. But again, that's what I was saying. There is always a period of transition for new players. It looks like this boy is here all his life because he's performing, he's adapted, he's loved by the fans. Newcastle is doing the things right. Is doing the things right. You know what happened with
I kakra manager fanasa Jose Marino and Otesa Yadene excepts Emana Chesenina Chikrano Newcastle I and your money in our pay and no I said your manager I don't somebody to draw yet update Emma till final open a quick one also a couple me yeah I am Maccabi Tel Aviv I had Newcastle for and I said Aston Villa game no sir about cost later Desmond Limum Janame Besame training in answer Maccabi Tel Aviv one don't take it. It is a club no say ya we say home no and ya you beton take it maybe obi there o the idea question the about stadium na what be a kotoa near kwakwa de tomono because all the supporters eba England do ambabu mo wo krom now makwame amanfo so ba stadium so be go mo entromo kan nyina say Maccabi Tel Aviv for say wo don't take it ahanti sana me besa me kire eno enso kakra free o maso e deba yare update and the academy no and some Emana Newcastle Diano and Chase Jose Mate and your friend manager for Jose when him say omo baba say ko aye training no na Chase supporters ni biara be gua wo bo and aye Jose Marino so moment anie and omo tonjom ama Jose our brother Marino e sign autographs and my supporters awodwa wo some abagu aye stadium no e kran yenti kakra na fe o de tianyum no. Yes, not just Jose Marino, Jose, and no iron Juma on the supporters. No, one some number Chadiama manager Amano Casonumsa, a Jubabinan Newcastle, a Jumano Crow Pie, a Arches and Nana Jumu Gamino, and no number Cosway, the update in another Bayana room, our Champions League late Tamapa, I Real Madrid, Amoso Diano Benfica for in year, Nicolas Otamendi, no manager Somwa, woman council key to Aya Perch Aqua Territory, woman Pom Arches, and then brought up to the game of Bra, woman son in Newcastle, Alpo and Nana Tree, and some our Champions League anymore. Now, Mamma Barcelona, Omo Germany, Ali kickoff, Barca squad, Ama Publishe, woman about front Paris. Eurum na metesa doctors and medically one more amount green light obetumi abo ana Andreas Christensen out now sir Christensen yes doctors and say a gastrointestinal illness the moment I take gas or antianye I say ne yam the man say ne yam almost say I'm saying yam a kind of kakra say be ehie na say be na yafunu asum bom domo kan nyina say yade kakra we yafunu mu tenya ya say player ya fan say Christensen ebetimi abo sa game no etuwe Barca almost squad dinama attack no Ferran Torres aba Lamine Yamal Marcus Rashford ama just Anthony Borgi ene ayakwadana Fanasa Fernandez omunyina no ensom awom aches omo ebaba ya Jumadiama Barcelona Pedri ene family personum Marcasado ne Dion Gane Bernal ana fe draw womunyina no ensom awom edema team no na Jaminya nyina no say onsanka monitor manager bia ne last training session anya nkabenya idea womo be start game no but report to me say kan say yes womo kwhwe Barca training anajono ana say for daytime womo last training session no we ya unya clue say bia we ever start ana say we babo ntina e man no pembeka say Pedri ebetimi akọ bench arrest but expected lineup amode bani nyina no echa say Ronald Araujo onko ball as a striker Araujo ebekwa chire na chasa Chelsea impost aya Jules Koundé Ronald Araujo and Pau Kubansi and Afe Alejandro Balde womo and a very game no ansom awa chire ana Medono Frankie de Jong Gani Akotana ye friend Pedri ebebo Marcasado ebema Fei Mete Lamine Jamal Marcus Rashford and a family plus one and a report to Amensaka Asam now say we are probable lineup abibia sisa aya likely say about 90% of team no more now some abanya kwa basa game and some abasona coach no the press conference and obeso watch say we be am say the more the Emma Basa pa because am for say na highline ye ni na fam ye ni na for see period o mu no am say more the pa but the obeso kan nyina say wo mani je say omunya win against aya Gironya dia kan nyina no and some aya say mood our training na aya kama anyoma koye manager na ekasa ye betie no na ye tie die coach I fan say Hans Flick and some other two our bra and now no ka some game no and some abaso yentie no our bra describe it said na mood esitie our training grounds.
I have to say it's like at the moment it's a tough situation we have and I'm really happy that we won the 3 points against Girona because it was very important and also you can see today in the training the atmosphere was really good. Good to see this. Good to see the mood, and this is what we need. We have also a young team, young players, and they need it. And we today about when we analyze the match against Girona, it's something about. I always speak, you know that. I always speak about positioning, the right high, the right. Distance between the players and the opponent is very important, and if you are too far away from that, you lose. You have to run too much, give the opponent a little bit more time to play out, and then this is also what kills us in the defense. So it's about that. So we have to find the right position, and from there we have to jump. We have to press.
Yes, and I am some Barcelona coach or fan say Hans Flick and I'll tell say ya den exceptional and so I demand Paris Saint-Germain were to be arena no what is that Dembele boot and I don't know the training now boot no massa and wash papa ni na say I Ballon d'Or I just say unu ya kita Ballon d'Or umpo ne wono an defending champion ma Ballon d'Or sharak no at the bounce social boot on akwa 19 wa Ballon d'Or no wo ma design go ana chese latest na kasa Ballon d'Or wo ma twere de go Adidas o ma ye biamale ye Messi several times ani nyina no ojejeje award ne Dembele de ne ma sa no na unu ahwe ne eno a wono som ade atro no abo be arna na ma no kasa no Dembele etimi bo go anadwi a chese unu ya training kwari a chese bibia nso aye kama ensom ademano na Paris Saint-Germain wo mo ultras adebasa na omu be say be a little below 2,000 amomaba nasa from 1,009 ede kosi ebia be 2,000 hoba bi no wamaba be arena no omunkwa na omutimi shata ba bi angofo we oma 100 club go stadium ba and said you bo jams anadwo dede a cha so omuse sani pa dom no ebe ko aye be arena na dwi a cha so omu game no eno enso ebe ko so na Leverkusen womu coach na mumientie ne ye foro Kasper Jolmand na ora ye foro Kasper Jolmand no and what do come on say omo game no munsuro omo come but ye can say no bra what's on the Paris Saint-Germain kwakobo na PSG for na ban say yen kwan mu yen kwatete nipa shower je Dembele ko desire do agro fei what ya baba kola jet down 1-2 seal na just a player say twam a was PSG for na nim sa ne o man yen tina ano odem pa ba ne nyina chi no wo mo so Leverkusen for gina so yen che Leverkusen.
It's about recognition, strategy. We do this no matter who the opponent is. We know, of course, against PSG that we will face a team who always is a lot of ball possession. They know how to build up the game. We will probably be more in a block than normal, but it's okay. We can do that. But it's about principles and then filling out the roles with quality for me. For me, it's about recognition, strategy.
Yes, I know I kakra coach na France I Kasper Yolmand and our tenant kasa ya tenant some Emma and our Pastoria Mariba Tuja our Wontumi sponsor by Teso Emma because Atletico Madrid am I training away womu kwakwa dware because so crowd talk kama want to play see womu Rogers Emirates Stadium dressing rooms womu kwadware ya say aye hot water Emma na inso shiani wo amache so mu japa mame katro persona report Arsenal and some adama jouer for empanfo na jamense kan na report say wonim say Arsenal team no wo mo ya chawpa akwa let to come out no say wo mo sra wenya say bia mafia game bi na ye ma wad mo mrante na bia de beti obi yare ne hododo no na dabi wo mo say e bo kwa no team Atletico forma wo mo Arsenal empanfo aso te yes stadium no hot water heaters na nya adwuma no almost say within 40 minutes na o resolve issue na rio na jama ekoba say team wey wo mo fro o mo team bus ekọ back to o mo hotel and so and say Arsenal man for bar restore aye hot water man so hie ebu ba ni nyina no wo mo say na coach no Diego Simeone ama o ma kate wo mo tro ne shot time omo de share say ebia ye training from anwumeno nsia akosi be no so wo mo time ne crown so ana o kacha nkora no so o masem ye nko ana che so mo kwanya saade a sanka omo training ye ewie time omo de share so be wie ne dia anka omo kona nkansuo no kra hot water ne ba omo mo twa so ntem enu ntina wo mo nya hot water batana Arsenal and some apology and so aba ajamensa kan nyina no say wo mo Atletico Madrid omo team no and some acho na Mikel Merino womu busana sana Victor Yokeresh and still now Cascala said ya kitikenom maswa said ya plus no Florian Vet etene kakanka Alazana Isaac and so dodom wono ana chase Milos Karkash Jeremy Frimpong Victor Yokeresh obia kam and also there be ebia wono mo hwe numbers na so we obi a won fa numbers anya adwuma so Jokeresh aba wa hyese ana wa hyese nya no na wo hwe na bia wo hwe bon an kasa dia utum sa boy no wa ya adwuma den e de man team yentia Mikel Merino.
Well, to be honest, I don't think he's taking a lot for him to adapt. I think he's really good. He's giving us many options on and off the ball. The work rate that he puts on every single game, you have to see the data. Is unbelievable how much he helps the team on and off the ball. Sometimes it's unfair for the strikers because if you don't score, it seems like you're not doing anything. But he's providing a lot for us, and I'm sure goals will come. I am sure that he wants to score as much as everyone else. But the main thing is to help the team. If the team wins, we are a team, we are a collective. So I'm pretty sure he's also happy that he's providing the best performances on and off the ball for his teammates. Well, to be honest, I don't think he's taking a lot to
Mikel Merino now tesa one so added to Jana so born a teammate I have Victor Jokeresh and so Abasona manager Yefana Pep on himself via our game no and also other cost an opposite number Yefana fan say Marcelino Bonabaso Casa say Pep enya one of the best why the best Benu kan woka yana kwakwa bi also bekas will be the best I understand man one time you but Pep aya reference and my other coaches woman some akama Marcelino and so Bonabaso say I was say kwambia so na dru omhye ba coach and fan say Pep hano wodin komo no bubusa say wakwada na ye fan Ryan Shauruki abana kwada no wobetimi ene Ellen Haaland afome aya partnership at said ye Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland aya no no so or starting coaching on was a born a huge talent ye can so be talent masa Pepam Pablo bien and what can't be to say Abu Abasnacha sometimes wo hu ade bi e wo mu am se mo na nhye da ni bi yentie Pep e wa bra what describe na kora na fa no say Ryan Shauruki say wo betimi ene Ellen Haaland from a partnership
in my career technically and individually this stop. The question is how he settled in what we're gonna do and how he read every action, what the game on the action needs. And this is still, you know, we start really good in the World Cup and settle good, but after been a few weeks off and step by step, but of course the talent that he has in I had the feeling that most of the times, not all the time, most of the times, and every time the ball comes to him, the situation is better. Yeah, but not all the time has to play like make the exceptional things. Have to play just football, but have something, you know, the pass from Maryland in the last moments, or the many things can do. And he's a guy like I like a lot is the fact that he doesn't feel the pressure and he always want to play the ball. It's like a street player and give me the ball. It doesn't matter. Don't feel that way. He's grumpy when give me the ball, and he doesn't get the ball. You know that. But it's a short time here.
Porter, ebe kasa wasie. Na I was la Porter kasa wasie no. Eno ya ne sports and geopolitics. Ana la Porter din command was say sa aye free awo. Ene aye Barcelona e match no so mo de kwa Miami a. Enipa bi ntiase ebi mo ye protest ene ya deni nyina no. Was match no mo kobo e Miami a. Chese aye source of joy. Ene ma omo supporters omo so aye sa central northern part of America and Caribbean ho na ebe bua ma chese omo image our America no and some animal banyampa na bi no yana chasomo mo ye tourister wo mo ko ayesa side imagine say e bi wo ko US so ko di holidays na what say bi La Liga no ye dia batao via one bouncer and balami yama mo nyina giram anyamfa so no mo bia na bi mo ntiase na chese na no sina pa na metesa wudru aye Madrid yesi afei ana Madrid omo so the formal letter akotum our Spanish wo mo sports council say woman tiasia ne entiasia chena ema Inter Miami ho no obi ankobo La Liga game ho na Madrid for no say omo kobo sa match no Miami a say wo bi de nsa aka league no ma fefe league no a chase ya kaso bi afefe ade a na se ne kwan bi aso so obi ko chinchim obi nsa na obi je 3 points Madrid for no say sad den na nipa bi ensom abeso ye we no akutia bi anim ni wura wo so on fairgrounds obi home game yamane mo match ne e wo de fie esiden ana obi home match ya tam match ne hwi ya de ko Miami derby Real Madrid at official letter ensom ade akotum say wo mo ntiase ema sajan ema so na match ne kwa meka no kaya last week kana mebeka say CONCACAF SA some of the league buy a continent so dia and you also center referee and assistant and lines ne hwan ne aya just fan in free aya continent so La Liga was na moya na bibi ya mo wo bi bo the league be yan sama mo referee da bi wo mo say and then omo try the akwakoma CONCACAF SA gentia omo de La Liga referees e be di akire e di aba no se de wo mo see train omo with VAR I technology and sanya mani nyina no am sa CONCACAF no nyamfa sa training ni mo eno ntina amobeso mo de omo referees no so ba mama anapai enkoda no me no ba training no draw aye Real Madrid wo mo ba training no na chesa Marco Asensio wo no be drew onya time akoda ni assign autographs and ya de edema omo a wo mo som agu gate na no eno no nko a Den Hansen enso drive by wo no som abe sign autographs ema supporters na wo mo som abagu ano no just Asensio no deny some nyina no wo munya time kakra ma omo supporters Heinsen enso nie anopai omo training session eguso elkos onsenso na to na shadow akaro ko training ground so a obo se training elkos good news and say Danny Cavaya Trent Alexander-Arnold omumieno womu training enti aye good news adama coach na ye fa ne Xabi Alonso say ni full backs ne mienu nyina no womu so aye training anano penalty Heinsen no womu busa no say na classic kono bobi Din Heinsen say wonu onim say de be kwaso obebo anas omo onim but ontimi nkanchero bia obese ye surprise obiko kaso obeba enya news abiem okaso omo a enya news abiem ti yentwe emadan nuru ansana yewuso obebo anas omo coach no womu yobeba be press conference me tisa Xabi Alonso any goalkeeper ye fan Tibu Courtois womu mienu ana be press conference e wa bra no e ya head of from game against Juva nyame ya mo chena eno enso abekoso wa bra no pay no ye update ema ye tiofo na interfo no Marcus Thuram a Prastil now no one say game against Napoli and for games against Fiorentina and yet yes a player you found some Marcus Thuram our Inter Milano one of the team Abobi and Tiano Shannon so and a Fiorentina coach you found Stefano Pioli and some so buying Onya Reno a 0 wins and a coach Nana a sister now one say Omo Gidi El coach and say we bet me I'm a new man some I find Eddie my team now and I update Tabana shockingly. What was attention and because couple matches are Italy. One born Saturday, a born Sunday, a born annual Monday league matches in no Makuma 10, 11 goals and I tell you for share. 11 goals, and a down Ukaya goals near 11. And man can think at teams against you. I will provide 11 goals to pay. And here we can tell me to the Monyamoho. Ya fancy na Yabana to us, so Yababa to us still live on Wontumi TV live on Facebook Cafe on YouTube and our TV no they return a satellite. Yamana Fiamma discussing. I enter so and from real quick still like one Wontumi TV digital satellite and I feel Wontumi TV like me say be find it.
Nyame adom ya na so e.
Oh body to be bia and I find you. So on here. Me hoye. Okay. Mate.
Enya kro bia kro ntimi mu.
Oh, ti ena Champions League night na amanfo ni abrepa nti ebekọ na ya hwem na fe ya to aso de for set edi kan set camera de ne ma men kwai na bibi bia mesan so bibi wona o de afom de aba new ye ntio yeah Champions League night of course now baby man now mo hwe ni odi na nsa to odi so man
yes mongi kambo na munya na new mensisi na kwem yeah it's interesting why so many running stories and Nkoma Hodo na surrounded with the Champions League but I think I would love to look at Assembia Jurgen Klopp mekoye ni interviews a wodi tuja and Nkomo bia wodi and said the new man city here you see me one particular person I've never liked Jurgen Klopp for a certain statement he made some time ago about the market and the money that is being spent in the transfer market. Not saying say me tiny, say be me tiny, say a career in me tiny. But for a statement I will make it when Man United bought Paul Pogba for a set amount of money, any day a dream review a man no a baby heavy a Liverpool sutis kakotobia he tried changing his mouth one way or the other around the subject of value of players in the current trend and in the current world. Now, these things normally happen, and he always feels that morally he's right above every single person. By how the human part of Jurgen Klopp is something I am a fair na am a kono free say utie ne nkomo a wodi na odonipa na tembia no bibia wo ye bia no de na koma eni ni bibia na shim no de. On the subject of coaching Manchester United, on the subject of Liverpool, kwa ofa so be than a team no, on the subject of Diogo Jota, when I listen to him, yaw, na me hu say he's a pure human, and this was a coach. Liverpool got it right. And if I should say Liverpool got it right, I think say Liverpool on and off the field, he will always be remembered as one of the greatest coaches that have ever coached this particular Liverpool side. Yeah, it's not all about trophies. Na to the be a we answer or the be team be, but to the be a there's a kind of empathy. Any adibia or the be boa ama team no say uja honom kona e de be yen kakaye. All the time I was listening to the interview, I was teary because this is a man who meant his words. I'm only imagining Senko opportunity coaching Manchester United. Manchester United would have been far gone. He made a statement and said, "Say Alex Ferguson team Uja or the Manchester United no. Any team near the build a squad," which I perfectly agree. Maybe I'm a cast we say open nipa or how Manchester United go Manchester United pano na say Alex Ferguson can be because if you look at the results, if you look at a lot of things getting to the latter stages of a career as a Manchester United head coach, not your man and picking famano. But I loved every bit of the interview of Jurgen Klopp. What cheso nipa no nipa ampa. Yeah, on the Champions League near funding community this weekend is a matter of choice. The entire America says it's a matter of choice. They say either you sacrifice the midweek game for your weekend game, and now say obe sacrifice your weekend game for the midweek game. Obia bia na nsusu ye ne nsusu pon na adwene ne bibia che ne say obetimi ayama na brosa so obetimi ayama na brosa. And about 4:45 at the first game that will be going on FC Barcelona and Olympiacos. FC Barcelona and Olympiacos. Now, yeah, Barcelona and Olympiacos game never bana. There is an El Clasico inside because Namia Duma weekend we Barcelona ball at the Real Madrid. That game is very important to Barcelona due to two things. One, Barcelona believes that they have a chance to go on top of the league table during this particular weekend. Barcelona will have another opportunity to continue their dominance in terms of winning games over Real Madrid within the course of the season. And they are eager to push and get results against Real Madrid in Adoma Sunday. Now, this is a team that is also suffering from squad depth due to their injury situations here. So our squad will be balancing say because quality squad depth are injuries and in India senior yaw may assure Senka betima che squad nim two ebi mo Olympiacos mo match no na ebi so eni oma home enkobo Real Madrid game no. But do I feel Barcelona have a chance against Olympiacos? Yes. Do I feel Barcelona can even win starting a bench players be ometimi de omodi jumana? Yes, but risky. Already well renew one game more Champions League in the world Lusubako. You need to start gathering points. But the truth about the current Champions League format is that Ubo 8 matches. Oh, when you maku 6 your opportunity to qualify for playoff no also. Not necessarily the top 8. But the opportunity to qualify for a playoff no is very important. So we need 6 solid games you are good to go. Now within those 6 solid games now be winning and 8 ni na be bone you factor 1 teams o mo no ho den yepe 2 teams o ma ho den bro so and 3 teams a wo ho den bro mo so. Now where the matches at Barcelona be bo already no lose back against team and no di 2 years on the money mo so in the shape of Paris Saint-Germain. Fast forward team fufuro so wo hono ma on Barcelona share bi emu adin in the shape of Chelsea so game ye den it say o calculate those games ni na e be 3 over fan say ebia let me lose 2 let me draw 1 and win the 6 matches then qualify for the playoff of the Champions League. I think that is where Barcelona will find themselves. But against Olympiacos, so Bobby said Marc Casedo now rested Frankie de Jong. Yeah, it should be able to give you results. Ronald Araujo once started the last game of mobile in the league. If you are starting Ronald Araujo in this particular game against Olympiacos, trust you me, you are wishing say obeti menya goals in the amount. Femi Lopez mo beti ma bo game we dey nya results in the amount. Yaw. Boys no ma young boys no money na nam team ni na no. You can fix them for this game. Bow the bar na no ada no bobo 1-2 to be obeti ma fixing am manabo. In preparation for the game against Real Madrid, which I believe a very tough game at the Barcelona. But Barcelona will win this game and over 1.5. Anytime goal scorer, Meko Ediama Marcus Rashford. Karat ne pa for say that is one particular game I would advise you to stay off. Say because these are two teams you are not so much conversant with. Despite say we love their history and how they play.
Yes.
But they are quite unpredictable when it comes to such games against Nkonfo. So you have to avoid that particular game. Then you move to the Emirates Stadium where I believe say and Empire Ebedra. Atletico Madrid are making a lot of complaints against Arsenal. Say what Tahita near their ding number. These are all part of football. Ubeka said dark art bini abuchiri. Baby. Obia was said you be dark art for you in Asia. Atletico for dark art. Arsenal for also dark art. Let's not forget that Nipa now here Atletico Madrid sporting director and one movie about PMO Arsenal. He knows the Atletico Madrid team. He understands the Atletico Madrid team, and he can literally help Atata do one or two things to help them beat Atletico Madrid. But the first few games are Arsenal in the Champions League. This is one of their biggest tests of Mubishia in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid, almost good storylines whenever they come to England, even in their worst moments. Atletico Madrid, PMO England, and for clean sheet and Koda. Obekase bi obeko nshegu ana onye bibi mfanko yaw oba obeshegu wa shegu ono so obeshanu bi ushedi bi bia be end 2-2 ebe end 3-2. But this is an Atletico Madrid aba England aba Liverpool FM yaw. This is an Atletico Madrid aba England aba Manchester United FM. This is an Atletico Madrid this season yaw aba England aba 2 goals against Liverpool. Iti eba playing against English teams, they love it. Let's not forget about Chelsea and Atletico Madrid. Anytime they come to the English Premier League, they have something against the English clubs. All the two coaches Diego Simeone were a level of experience because we are born in 2 Champions League finals. We are born in top stadia. We are Wabo Old Trafford, Wabo Anfield, Wabo the Santiago Bernabeu, Wabo what coach team no by many Gallian Stadium, Wako Juventus coach. He has coached at every single big stadium. It be about intimidation. I don't think it will affect Atletico Madrid, especially Abraham or Diego Simeone on their side. Yow, a BB to set pressure and now they beat me for more. But the biggest test for Arsenal's defense, because across every single competition Arsenal won this season, Oma conceded only 3 goals. It is due to the fact to say, Omo 2 great centre backs. I believe say Omo forming one of the best partnerships Albanian will say. So Omo forming one of the best partnerships Albanian will say Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba come on amene wo yede. Mini Woody yaw. Omo chino eye hinka pie mu netewo.
Yes.
Omachino eben white momachino Mosquera mo na yede ewo ho Julian Timber create me as a center back. So you look at the Arsenal squad and what they can give you in terms of squad depth. These are guys who are ready for this particular contest. But the entire maker say your biggest test in here say almost she obi to say Ellen Haaland she go the tia check games no ma consider goals no check strikers no mo buti no any goals na strikers in the share. Then you understand say way about tough test, especially if Atletico Madrid should decide to start Alexander Sørloth and Julian Alvarez
against
Arsenal. 2 different profiles against these 2 centre backs. Why not occupy wine? Big test. Because when it comes to the technical security on the ball, Julian Alvarez is top there. Only actually more shot and he's there. Julian Alvarez is one particular striker. Why dream because a penalty box striker. So every single now and then, maybe penalty box in him. Jano, be about 25 years, 30 years, was so be she out. Obetima Pijabo Bakone Danet throw. So not to see another profile of striker. When Atletico Madrid decides to go with the long balls, Onu no mube you know. or one player me di 2 years a young trap ball near holding on to play or is solid. And or a player about Kokuta X Factor. Game ni more association who be free about crossing back up panya no niti apimatum. So I think the biggest test for Arsenal today is not going to be about their midfield. Rodrigo report as well Atletico Madrid that Melka say Atletico Madrid will fight today by Yao. Zubimendi, Declan Rice. Any Merino Money or Mama Canada Yao. Difficult for Atletico Madrid today. Say midfield no almost a ball Emery say midfield no bit more dominating that Arsenal midfield. I don't think so. In defense, it's going to be Arsenal's attack versus Atletico Madrid's defense, which I believe say they've been a little bit porous at the back line. But yeah, Adi and Yedinim Diego Simeone na Sesaka Kra. Nanka ni team no the back line is very important. It will shana. But I think omone Arsenal attackers no ebobo so Arsenal attackers no uyi Bukayo Saka omo makani nyina ha adwen de but enya de ebura adwen nti asese was Atletico Madrid actually off on here day issue is at par. So I think where the battle is really going to be between both sides is going to be Arsenal's defense against Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez and Alexander Sørloth, or even the attack. Yeah, that is where I expect the battle to be. It will be an interesting game, but I don't think we'll be a high-scoring fixture because both teams will be very conservative. I know Mikel Arteta setting games like this, Obesuru Kakra, you will fail to take the risk and all of these things. There's Diego Simeone who will love to attack. But yeah, a lot of goals, but it's a game a bit maybe over 1.5. Home or away, it is over to make away. I don't think this game is going to end in a draw. Maybe 2 years about Atletico Madrid. Yes, because they'll go all out. And I think Arteta will make you this particular opportunity to psych his boys going into the season. It builds confidence. Yeah, see, I started season no Atletico Madrid. Our confidence being infamous. Meboa, I started season winning Man City about the watch Manchester United. You've only lost to a Liverpool. It will give you a level of confidence and understanding, carrying on this particular abilities into your next game. Arsenal bebo Crystal Palace. Yeah, another tough game in the weekend. It also Arsenal careful. I'm sure they will balance the squad. Don't make him. Me sure say be a mascara. Other guys maybe bebem kakra. When you no guard more opportunity to come and play some of these games, and I think say Arsenal will have a well rested squad for their game against Crystal, because as they say, oh, Crystal Palace are now wakuma the gym because someone your club who bet me a fan betesa was who bet me a ship away from the Mikel Arteta game. No, then you move on. Manchester City will be traveling away to play Villarreal. Villarreal concede goals pa. Man City should concede goals. It's about who can keep a clean sheet at the end of the day. I think Villarreal or more good players, Papi Guillermo and Fifi, one of Nicolas Pepe Mo. These are guys as Omunyawa. Ebianca Alex Baina, El move to Atletico Madrid. You can count a midfield dominance for Villarreal. So Mitima into the party with Alex Baina. But in his absence, what can they do unless they hit Manchester City on transitions? Which I actually believe that Pep Guardiola has also grown into his game. Or adapted to every single team on any baby. Or no bar or testo no who the baby agent bibia. So ball transitional football. But I think Manchester City will become very dangerous. Some about the transitional football against Villarreal. I know Villarreal will love to dominate play. Who says City and you trim the day? Oh, Mammy Money be Guardiola Karama Bonnie be. Now rare if he say and nay on the people in the stars, you know, almost as a Uja watch the or Honoma. Dokumone boys never tears with your boys with their show. Yeah, I think this is a game a big both team to score in over 2.5. I think Manchester City will score. Villarreal is going to score. Dortmund far away to Copenhagen, difficult. By Dortmund to win in the half. Paris Saint-Germain against Leverkusen, tough game. But I think this is a game Leverkusen for no quietly they are building something. Quietly. PSG Swatch this is said they are beatable. Even in the French Liga, we see said they are beatable. Where they Marseille Modeye where they Strasbourg they show said they are beatable. So I believe it's going to be a game of goals. Both teams to score in over 2.5. I wouldn't be surprised with that game. Jose Mourinho comes back to Newcastle. Difficult game for Eddie Howe. Experience with Jose Mourinho side by Howe. The intensity and the stadium with Newcastle. What pressure, beba. Anytime goal score in that game, make off of Wontumi. Say obet me and ya go at the amomo elho. It's interesting Champions League games, but Napoli away to PSV. Difficult game, and I think it's high time Antonio Conte proves to Oyasi Jina say on your local champion. I say why local champion na chedodo. Eba liga kwa jeda rada.
Mate, me that say, whoa, me da say meza mamma new team when na new team embra new area na Mike and so ababeto aso na fe there we our foreign still live on Wontumi Sports Buffet new say cool there
yeah bibi come so technician ka say come
I
remember how do you come on Champions League, you know, I love the fact that Messiah I could see the depth of it, but from here I also have different perspective of everything because so between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. How are Champions League now? You're starting to say no. Every game I will be, you have in mind. You also have domestic affairs, but there are certain areas of the Champions League I'm personally highlighting, and it starts from Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. This is the most expensive fixture of today. Atletico Madrid, Arsenal game, is the most expensive fixture. It comprises of the most valuable players. Ubeko Arsenal side, Aqua 2 will be set to sad at 24 million euros. And it happens to be the lowest value for a player in terms of Arsenal squad. No? So that 24 million, the lowest. It happens to be some of the highest value our club. And Oba even before my free Arsenal, you have 62 million euros for Obitse Merino, 70 for Jokeres, 75 for Saliba. And you check Arsenal squad now, they have 157 million euros for Bukayo Saka. This is one of the most valuable squads for Europe this season, and they come up against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid squad no, na free baku mienu womune re polish ne ade, but o check fees one player the second was for no Julian Alvarez, the striker they brought in from Manchester City. You go through table no, and you have Bayern Madrid, PSG, Inter Milan, Arsenal, Karabakh surprisingly a position was seized after match day 2. Transition their match day 3. Obenya Borussia Dortmund, Man City, and of course another completely top 8. Obasiana, Ubebenya, Tottenham Hotspur, Atletico Madrid, Newcastle, Marseille, Club Brugge, Sporting Lisbon, Eintracht Frankfurt, Barcelona, and Liverpool. Last time, at this point, 2 clubs we no more Soroma or more try so show dominance. It's changed. Chelsea, your own team, and Napoli more so and the second bottom part of the table and I was screen. So I say you don't know, but you really quickly now you should game them. One of the best strikers in the game currently, Julian Alvarez, and by rating, who's a game way one of the toughest games I've shown Europe this season between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. On any other day, it could be semi-final, it could be quarter-final, it could be round of 16. But that's just match day 3 according to the new format of the Champions League. But all checking rating now, the lowest rated player of what the who is squad for both teams now is 6.2 for Alexander Sørloth.
Okay.
And under 6.2 because most of the often are involved in our game. He really hangs and hawks around the box. He said, in terms of defense, we are very astute. In the defense, Arsenal team as a sakakra. For Atletico Madrid, we've seen and known them to be a very defensive side, stalwarts about what you're on. But for Arsenal, individually, they've gotten in their books some of the best centre backs in the game currently. And even Okalatras now more variety pa. Oka Calafiori, Oka Lewis Kelly, they have a composition of players open defense, open offense, lateral, back in right back position. Almost also enough materials. One thing I've learned about Arsenal team when they say you can put many players behind the ball, but more deep lying playmakers like Declan Rice, like the 2 central defenders baby hit the ball and 2 Krumo. Despite the fact that from set pieces, we've seen Arsenal to be very much tougher in the final third. So many free kicks, so many corners, they really take a lot of chances in these circumstances. But from open play, one player, as I said, will see from critically for Arsenal, Bukayo Saka. He will win fouls, he will be the chief in terms of the creativity. Because Atletico Madrid invested very much deeper. No more BM, all players behind the ball, all players following the ball. It is a Arsenal board no more check or transition so on the corner. Now Atletico Madrid about 6, 7, 8 players behind the ball. How do you penetrate? You need somebody like Bukayo Saka or be off a ball and stick it to the feet. Or be to be progressive ball. My catch ball progression deep. These areas are not a progressive ball. His profile, in addition to Mr. Martin Odegaard, should do the magic for Arsenal. It's a big game. I would really align myself with Messiah, say, any high scoring game. We'll be talking about Julian Alvarez. We'll be talking about Griezmann. Yes, also Kabuka Sakani Gyökeres, Martinelli, Munina support. So Trossard. You don't forget about these players. Even from Medford, both teams will play so me add a lot of goals, but it will be a lot more defending than scoring. This is how the game is going to be. Watch here. You have how many players behind the ball? But how Arsenal plays the ball, no, because you have somebody or playmaking from deep like Declan Rice. But you have to ball in the free ball. You are penetrating most of the defenses. Going or seeing this game beyond a game of 3 goals. 1-2-1 for us. I'll be hanging around there. But if you pushing me there, sticking to the 1-1. I'll be sticking to 1-1. Away from that game, you know, you share other game to say Barcelona game, you know, Barso, and of course I also have Man City so I'm the best also. But my main share Barca game, no muka krana may move on and FM floor. But before I come Barca, you know, there's one from person me kafa Atletico Madrid team now. Atletico Madrid are one side the BIA. You can almost all the time say Arsenal were 2 of the best 4 and 5s. Oh, yes, this is here. Oh, you 4 and 5 for me and San. Obey Arsenal, the next in chain.
Gabriel Saliba.
Very, BIB. Aerial durability, they survive ground duels, they win all that, and they are even durable in contact. And yet, Senator Maka 50-50 we are pushing off the board. Said I'm up for the PK Niger, but these are very different profiles, and they come up against Solo, Griezmann, Julian Alvarez. Yeah, it's a big game tonight. Let's go back to the able pushing everything they can. And one for me who say, more chances another draw the back crosses. Yeah, and I'm doing Arsenal. So and penetrate it will be very difficult for them. But in my little opinion, the imagine it say, let's go Madrid bet me the ball Obia person game no be enjoy, you know, should have the full time say or there most of the fans at the time and message say me come my basa, me come my basa. I don't say no. I had the answer will come with you only need to speak about the reality. A basa person in the final third or Omujo position I'm at the ball number. About goal scoring there against Olympiacos and big issue for my Barca crowd. Rashford, Ferran Torres, Dani Olmo, Femi Lopez, Lamina, whoever be in the final third, no, there'll be a couple of chances for these attackers. But the imagination me partner said without the ball, what is going to be the shape of Barcelona? Yeah, so Barca a shape no anchor yet a well organized shaper. To be very honest, about the 17 no. Olympiacos so bar away in today. But have you forgotten that most of the time, you know, Barca home or away, they have the same disease. The same disease in Anayao. Barca 18 in war. Say all both fierce or away. Defensively, they don't keep the shape. Offensively, they don't put much pressure on the position. And in turnovers, and team about very, very weak. Yes, Arojo had that last goal. Man for him says something about Arojo Basso. As some years say, yes, so yeah, there you got all the 3 points for Barcelona.
Shall I check no sound no strong man because I'm say deal no Facebook sound no.
Feedback in the
check but me had the eba so mon check you.
Moment check him out. Barcelona met me ako. Okay, so yeah, I am trying to sign a big warning to Barcelona fans. Say almost a game now Olympiacos are minus in terms of Champions League. I agree. Barca or some of the top players in the final third I also agree. But defense no be more pressure at their back also. And that is one thing. Yeah, dear say Barca for it to be and so I'll be very much worried. Very, very, very much worried. One thing I've seen about this Barca team is a fluke. In possession, Barca is astute, but without the ball, I've always been a pharaoh with regards to this team. Yeah, me technicians, you know, mommy that kind of response that I made. So me chem a Man City there no, and me nima de Corinthia and your man yes, but na person me chem Man City there na sana obako Mickey Honma. Pep Guardiola a very tough manager for some of the opposition coaches. One thing about Pep is this stage of the Champions League ain't shaky Pep Guardiola against Villarreal. No, ain't shaky Pep Guardiola. And I'll be going say he can score more than even 3 goals tonight. What I would admit and say the defense and be consider chances to Villarreal as to set on game VRL into Bibia. Nick Pepe, Mekataji, the two Forest leading the VRL team in that 4-4-2, no, Ebama pressure about Man City, so, but it's a teamer and as a gamer and broke Man City, so they can score 3 goals, but Mama VRL 1 goal, Ewofi, 3-1 for Manchester City. Yow, I may hold you on FSA, the court make it so.
Okay, well, Mammy na Fimimbra, my conti, more sound in our refresh our page, no refresh our Benya. Mike.
Fancy, may I say, but stories are now here about Vincent Company. I was one of the few people, I vehemently defended him and said, I pray and hope and I'm very happy with how things have gone. And Bayern are extending a contract, initially now 2027. Omatrim the court 2029. Now what this means is that Bayern enya didio strong. First, Omukofa company Bayern, they liked his work, his body of work at Burnley and everything. It looked very good, but they were a bit also much more. They were a bit skeptical. Say, Omu take more of a risk. Dear, no clubs or the Omuko relegation or the Burnley relegation. So what the club can say to say by a name, dear no bet me and the side, oh, Yenim so a good coach, but or handle big team that, and big teams comes with its own issues and a mano for the contract for 2027 and shadi. Bas Sikasem NCP said your company nation share guarantees he wouldn't get it like he would expect. Let's give him the job. Let's see how he does.
Wontumi.
So what Bayern are doing now is to pay back company in a good manner. Said dear yes saw share and wait me you failed. You've succeeded. You did not fail. Sadia, let's back you up. So this is not just an extension of Netanya, but also there will be improvements in Sikasem and the other guarantees and privileges he will enjoy. So it goes on to prove that Bayern enya didie ewo company mu ambetimi na to adwumene so, and he came at a point in time whereby we're making changes as well to the structure of the team. Max Ebel was appointed as a board member responsible for sport, Christoph Friend as a technical director. So they had brought in new faces. Thomas Tuchel failed to follow through with that process, and then he failed to win over the board. So he was good enough regarding the Omoheshe. Tuchel is a good coach, but what handle teams be to say by now, there are extras you need to add, especially issues that have to do with making sure that there is no more drama emerging from the dressing room where players ebeti etua ebufu beba kasakasa besi coach ni players enya issues. This was very prevalent during the time of Thomas Tuchel, but under company what bibisa who complain be from player be. Even players who were ostracized by Tuchel, including Joshua Kimmich and then to Leon Goretzka, they now feel very good part of the squad that company is building at Bayern Munich. And it goes on to show that he has the quality to manage situations and get the best out of his players while put to bed any issue dressing room Bayern from FC Hollywood. The reason Bayern is known as FC Hollywood, but when you say issues tie PA3 club nimba, almost every season there will be an issue that the media will hold and speak to. Typical of Asante Kodako, it happens to big clubs. They be a pesi enyemu asem ne yeka. And mostly ana players na do one few say free or mohoba. So FC Hollywood are known for drama, but under company there's been few drama at Bayern. Amanioma are stable and he's been able to work very hard. So aside being a good coach, he's an excellent human relations expert. Wabua improve the unity and the harmony in the dressing room, and the results nobody moment. And Bayern will love to work with such a person for a consistent period. It goes on to prove again the results in the are highly impressive. In the Bundesliga, check record, I think 42 matches. He's won 39. He's lost like 4 or so. Clearly, it shows something. Say, Oyobia or the club, not every baby are no more what do you call him. And if people are mistaken and think that winning the Bundesliga and they buy any year before company came, Bayer Leverkusen had won it, and then they had disgraced Bayern Munich. He came in his first season, he was able to win them the Bundesliga title, where you and this is how the record stands. In the Bundesliga, 41 matches, 32 wins, 7 draws and 2 defeats. 2.51 points per game. The only coach at Bayern Afa a better record will be Pep Guardiola. Near 2.52.
Okay.
So Pep here 2.52, now Company here 2.51. It means coaching to get results in the domestic league. Company is in good quarters. He's in good company with the elite coaches who have come and done well at Bayern. This season, what Bob Match is saying, Emusen Welusi, they are on a winning streak in all competitions. Then again, overall, the record near 67 competitive games, 49 wins, 9 draws, and then 9 defeats. Company certainly has produced quality at Bayern. So, aside managing these players to bring the best out of them and improving them, he's also getting the results on the pitch. Say Adianko or managing players nanka issues in ba and are still buying any results now. They would think twice about this decision. But now they feel confident in continuing with Vincent Kompany because on the pitch he's delivering. Off the pitch there are few issues for the Bayern board to deal with. And then he's also working in harmony with the sporting director and then the board member responsible for sports. Men yes sure say Bayern enya player be my company I bet na press conference I say na ototo ayampia. He is not attacking the Bayern hierarchy or he's not instigating the fans against them. He looks like he's in bed with them. And yet say when he happened they wanted Nick Voltemada. What did they get? They got Nicholas Jackson. What is a company Abekas and Monibia found? Bayern and the situation they find themselves in. They don't have the money that the rich clubs spend. So if you get a manager, all my problems, baby, we would love to continue with you. Exactly. And that is exactly what they are doing. He's young, but he has rich experience in the game. Obobonibi, Yejuma under some of the top coaches, including Pep Guardiola. So he knows what it takes to thrive at a top club, especially Oye coacher. Unim coaching, but you maybe a kanwa, a boama or Jumediano, equanim, and so but with the Omodia Manono, they will be expecting him to take them to the next level. Sebayan Aji Bundesliga now. For the next duration of company contract, no, they want to get to the next level. Is it possible? Yes, it is. But it is very difficult. Amid all this hailing and our praise our company Mediaman and Nanope, there is one constant figure who is mostly responsible for Numapa company air. And we have such people in our lives. When we were growing up, from your community, baby, again, from school at the basic level. Then you form this kind of union, relationship, build that relationship now. You look inseparable. Sanyo kono ne timi kan de opebi ade kire but no ne di no kreso de ma because onimo from tete. Company has such from the age of 11 one Floribert Ngangula one ne nyinia diaba. He's an assistant coach at the company at Bayern Munich. He started with him at Anderlecht. Omoyu teams nim na sene abraboni city no bia ni ti. Ebia meminim born ne bosin but ekwanya mefa so no mean to mean drew pempen so na was me talent ni di me drew. Wo bedru eni mejame. But the two have stuck together. Albeit say omo footballing part no ebeye different. This guy was a very talented central defender, defensive midfielder. So wo GDA say and they say Usman Dembele, Musa Dembele been midfielder been up. This guy was a typical Musa Dembele type.
Ngangula.
At the teenage age, Manchester United Kofane Bomo Academy. In 2003, Man United went in for Ngangula. Ewa Anderlecht omu team nim omu be run academy nim. So this is Ngangula together with Chris Eagles. So okay Chris Eagles are and away Rossi, Giuseppe Rossi. Left-footed player be now Okobi Ariel. Now Ngangula played with PK as well in the same youth setup. This is Ngangula and Gerard Piqué. But unim de dininya injury. In as much as the potential was there, the talent was there, injuries prevented him from making it to the top. So man, you know, when Timian Benyam money gidi or senior team him because of his injury, but as a teenager, he was making their squad. What happened? Or didn't church him? Cause Sparta, Rotterdam, Kobu Bobi or Belgium or Bobi or Netherlands, or USA, with Chinipa, even including Germany. He did not really achieve success in football like Company did. What the Company achieved? Company was successful also as a centre back and a defensive midfielder. But Hamburg, now by Man City, and was part of their historic success they achieved throughout these years. So two friends with Bremen with potential but different path because of Epra. The Company ni be di but ni remfin enyonkono. And when the time came for Company to act as a player coach, he drafted Ngangula to be part of him. Ewa Anderlecht, onene ba Burnley, and onena ko Bayern. Onimno, okaino, onine yejuma. Now what Ngangula does, onim the frustrations of footballers. Oh no, he went through such period. Yes. You have to get into the mind to work on the footballer. And to some man management now, Company excel, it is this guy who is doing the behind the scenes. He is responsible for engaging individual players and making them feel good about the project. Or how be away now be catching and send it to Company. Or at times he even solves it before he gets to Vincent Company. So he did not achieve his destiny, but he's happy helping his friend to achieve it on the pitch as a player and then off the pitch as a coach. That is the story of Floribert Ngangula. And the way a story, a Company near Bonidin. Yes. But there are unseen faces and unknown names behind the scenes now. They are the ones pushing Company. Sebeko ya omo no mununu omo no makikambum to make it work for him. So yeah, bo Company din yeah born abaso yeah there. But before say there ne be no. Wo mukase wo mo keka nyoma bom no. Ba kudi na me de atudwa no. Floribert Ngangula. Dia Congo ni oni Company story ni ye pe omo inanchi. Dia Congolese. Belgium no ye tete omo dodo na. Anderlecht. But their football path took a different direction, and that is where they are. I am the story of the underdog in football. Until Leicester G League in the Besinde, it is a miracle. Ediana made an entry into the Ghana Premier League, and the first season they won the league. Ediana and shed 20 goals in Po or the Ghana League. A history. Wontumi Pepanida, a small town popular for poultry farming. For them to break into Ghana's elite division and do what they did, remarkable story. The Timberlands of Summerboy and what Samatex also produced, they were formed in 96, made an entry into the league. Omanjeno Omu debut campaign, but Samatex with a shrewd project, properly run, also won the Ghana Premier League, putting Summerboy on the map. Bibieni, we are still in the moment of spreading the good news of what Gold Stars have been able to bring to the people of the BNE. Any session in Potem. I love underdog stories in football. Some of the memorable moments of football. Good. And yet there is a new underdog story, and this one, it is more miraculous than Leicester winning the league, and it's similar to Ediana Adoma, Samatex as Summerboy, and then Gold Stars at BBNE.
Mialbi form. The
story of Mialbi from the village of Halvik. Oduano Embro 1,500 people. Eye Krase. Halvik no Eye Krase fishing community. Elmina Krabie Sin ho. And I'm not doing this to spite the people of Elmina, but they describe it there. Typical coastal villages, no. Sebi enibieni ni hosa. Yesterday, Mialbi won 2-0 away at Gothenburg. Abuanama were winning the first ever Swedish Allsvenskan. That is the first division and at the top flight of Sweden football. This is a story that has been written with a lot of storylines, and not from. I don't want to run through the whole lot because I'm sure show no crying we na men can we. So let me summarize everything. This club nearly went to relegation in 2016. And your relegation from the top flight. No more third division. Ain't Komo rekra na fe they collapse. In Sweden they have this rule. Club will be no matter your stature, 50 plus 1% of the ownership structure should be held by the fans. Germany clubs, fans know 51%. So enyadi obi ba beto club no why the ope fans in the control club no. It is the same in Sweden. Enti enya terrain odi usikane na eko run club we organic growth. So omo de omo titi omo remu a what they are known for. Eno na omo keka boom na omo de aye de omo be omo stadium ni nie. It is a park that holds like 7,000 people. Enti nipa eko stadium omo do so si nipa e wo kromo e kurase ho. Stadium ne capacity na they say kurase ne population na ya ka bo ho be ye nan ananum. But they've been holding their own, they've been doing their bit, and they have done this with people who have also played a part to help them. A movie video after winning another game, look at the celebration, but it has come through adversity. Storyline me no pen a freeway. You are not too small or too big to dream, but work for it. And then again, you are not too small or too big to dream, work for it. And then, no matter where life puts you, find a way to bounce back. Now, free moi is like a phoenix rising through the ashes. You become new, and everybody marvels. So, I was mentioning how they nearly went on relegation, overcoming adversity. No, secure back-to-back promotion, and then another promotion to the top flight. Now, they have a sporting director. Shadrach can play video. A name came. Umudine baso nene papa no baso no. Almost sporting director ni omu coach ni nano. They battled cancer to overcome this. Even with a sporting director, time ami obi sikasem ho ye dey more mono. He decided to work for 3 solid years without salary. In between, he had to also battle cancer. Why the bit my ass way?
Sacrifice we party.
Wanga sa woko krama woko. Aside what you are battling, you also are not getting money from maybe but you're able to hold your own, push to the limit, and get to where you are supposed to get to. Umbo video, no, so that the picture comes on. And your fans want in America, nipa win America no wants him. So he worked for 3 years with no salary. Mingiska, Medo club, no meye jumama. He played for the club and captained them 1979. Nti club ni wone mojem. At times it is important to grow a club, to get to a certain level and achieve success. You need omoa true locals who understand what it means to play for the club to do that. And that's the story of Hans Larsen. Ufi Hans Larsen, and then to the coach Torstensen. And also he was diagnosed with CLL. Omo friend was lymphocyte BB, leukemia BB. Omo mojano kokram. Eurem amao produce abnormal white blood cells. So it affects you, makes you weak. But you die with it. You don't die of it, you die with it. Yare no nuenyano. So a man do mediano on to me dino said your because as a coach you need to be athletic. Now if you are battling this condition, which is cancerous, now I affect maun to mean deliver your athletic best. What does it happen? Emma Wonyoma Ekofom. But he held his own. From August 2024, he has been able to carry them through. And now he is also a league champion, Anders Torstensen. So miao bi de no hu ne fefefe, ba nya story o matra, emu edu enye sika. Leicester's own sika bremo skeni bi na diska be shemu. By we mu de afare for
to me.
Ekurase na omo wono. Omo nduru 2000 empo. But they have come through adversity to rise to the top, and like a phoenix, as I said, they have risen out of the ashes, and their story is now putting that village of Halevik on the global map into be a ball mabaso, and this is the greatest football miracle.
Whoa, Mike, me that say. Me I'll be for me got to Bogomo say my later na musa so mo de kwajili.
They will even add another history. This is almost 66 points. I cut 3 matches. If they get 2 more points, they will set a Swedish record in the 3-point era. Team Awaji League with the most points. And I want them to do that. Best of luck.
Okay.
Question.
Whoa, and then Tuesday, yene 3p, 3p, and you're quick. Nafi, Yamrana, a couple of fine refi. Mrs. Now, where? Okay. Dear Eninkume.
Medasi, Mammy Chetty for Nyashafonina and a pay. A 3p garlic mixture. If we peel up natural health. Garlic a crojin and dia drone, yem fanke, jayem fensobia and fremo. And untimwa hodeno a janenaso. A yentinim akumem and a mojamojuma, o shame utieme, or ya dear be a wuntinim wakumanu mojanim de drama come for their mouse sebebwao. A 3p garlic mixture. A bona bustimio system no edia mount. And unti ya dear entime men will cry abra wafa edupe be so numbia. Me sorry ya bora pharmacy shop be a ben war. Quajo dear no abusian fonina and chenom. Na emwa emamo apomoden pa na ene ye hwe yade friend say diabetes esitre yade e ha dwene pa ansa na no me the doctor number to Jaffa number no na friend doctor sisia we yade no how na pesa wankasa oni ni di nkomo na cheche mu e kire no no waye krado say otieo na waboa enitine number 0248 92 88 24 0248 92 8824 say ya ka diabetes asitre yade na mpempi no adwen ya neba bebre na tim ne se asitre bi ayedi anadokodoko niema no ayedi no ene ma yenya asitre yade tubo nso timetian eni asitre bebre na bemo anya asitre yade mpa cho enhwehwemu bi ene we de aba se asitre ayedi ene ma yenya asitre yade nemom ya na yetufu se we obi a wo sitre yade ni bidia ene sitre no esu ni mfasuo bia emma enuane fa na yedi koyeyem no efa na da ne glucose na mai ahoden adebu ni peduen my friend say insulin o pancreas no ena ehwe a produce insulin no edi ama na eho ena sese glucose no etena enu ti se wo ni pedua no entimi produce enough insulin emma wa wo glucose no enya babia entena efra wo moja no se sipe ene ka ne se wonya sitre yade diabetes no ebi nemom nya sitre bia ukodi ye anadokodoko niema bia wudi ye ene kofa yade no edebro nemom wo bidia yese eso eni mfaso bia emma enu nti emfa ho ento so esitre yade we ye yade boni ase ekrokra to ho a yetimi etwa bia na ekro ne da yetimi di udem esansa ne ko eden pa yade nti obi mema yom ekofom yetwa obi nan yetwa obi nsa obi ani efra ena mesitre yade ekro ye nti esansa ba wani so yo wisisi wo hwa de ekra unhunu ne yi papa enu nti wakọ hospital yesi sugar level no ewo hro ana yabodi a cho se wanya yade bia entrata okra ma ne nyansa pe 3p garlic mixture drone bi nanonom na emwa emo ho ba enyu frisa oha we mu enyini etimi ede yade yi eba unyini a umpomo no eyemre ni pedua no twetwen yade ahodo pi ma ono ankasa no ho enu nti enyini etimi edeba anya saa nso de bi abusua wo frimu no wona na bi wo fa bi unua ba bi ewo asitre yade ni bi ebi de etimi abusua yade obo ansa wo nso wo nyini no na wa fa bi ewo saa kwan ne so anya saa nso ya na yetufo anadwudide bebre no emwa enye mountain jai abodon non kodumie no aduane bi ede be ma obi a wobedi wo ya wache ho ato na wada aduane no entimi digest yi enu nti ahoden ne niema bi esese dwumadie ekoso nipadua nim no entimi nkoso yi da bia na akofa yade ede aba betena wo so wo hwa ho so ye every way hu no na wo hwese wo ye obi a opensa den no monso a obetwe ho every ho ensade bebre no emwa yen emma insulin ne kra entimi produce emma enu ntimi social ho so ye na pe edupa efa bo ho ban enu ane 3p garlic mixture de obi agya tumo no garlic na yede aduane dia yese ahodi wom esan yade pi no enu ana yede aye adure ya twemu so ne direct enu nti anje wanum enya ohwepe binom na emwa emma ho ban enu nti na bia na wo Johnson tentem esne kane no ekom eni sukom ta de won tentem pa esiche yade ne ho sunsuanso bia ubehunu ewo nipadua so no aduane ne nso na wodi na asosteni wa ma hoden no ewura wo yema no adwonso ne nyina ababonten enu nti da bia na ekom edewo sukom so edewo tentem wo hwade a unhunu ne papa onam ne wonsem eta ye wutitriti ni nyina eche se bia na esitre yade no penipadua ni mu atena enna ma wahunu saa ensunsuanso bone no afi wo hono ma ahomre ewo so honam taya omre ade ketua bi na atihu obonse kuro no na eye kese wakukuro no a enko entena ma ne na ne so asem eye se ade ne sunsunsuanso na wohunu na watutu mirika apɛ 3p garlic mixture drebi na wanonom obi nso wa wohu ade bi a aye no ɛwɔ hɔ ana ne so atepreko pɛ one ne natifie ne so timete preko pɛ wohu ade bi a ɛha no wono a wonyare adwendwene bi enna ne so ebi na ye siche yade no na epe woni padua ni mu atena edro no 3p garlic mixture home remedy enso wo ho a woye ewo fie eka ho a ebeboa ama yaresa no akonkan se de da ya na meka na nye edro ne tone no nom no na ehia yen wapomoden no ehu hia ye pa enu nti ye ba sei na niema bi wo ho na woye ka ho wo fie a eboa yaresa no ma ne kwa animu a eya doctor pese ye de tudwa na nso tie na de bra enu nti wutie me o hwe me wo fie doctor semen kan chew se unim bitter liver ye wonweno ahahan na ope wonweno ahaban se edu na odi nyenya aka ho wonweno ahahan bitter leaf no be se edu na odi nyenya kakra afra fa kakadro kakra etum blende nonom no anopa enwumre sa na wotwemienu ana na wotwemiensa entem no obehu nsachiraye papa ewo wonipadua no eso 3p ne nso eboa aye niema bebre wonipadua nim ahwese moja nso ebetimi edi afrisa ne edi ama na emom ya na wokoto a hyene nso se de da ye ka no ewoto a ehwe a ebomu eni plastic bottle bi emwadro no ewoto ma ehwe a ebo garlic eda ho no ye kokko ena ne ti no eye kokko enu nti ukọ na obi de plastic bottle bi chiro 3p esan ade a obodi na bia mesrew ensomu so hunu niam amabobo so iwadro ne ho de a enye no a wote garlic no eme no enna daw afi wadwene ya wontanta uda brofudro ne bibidro bi so obeda no 3p garlic mixture account ema ne haw ude to adro ne nanom unum ya 15 minutes adukro no nom emfo haw bia emre wa pomoden enye na ewo man mu bebia ye to adro bia pharmacy shops so herbal shops so ubowura mu a wonsa ebetimi akabi me de doctor number 8 twato na masori so anape me so fa number no a emfere said ya oyade no etie na wo mu akere no na waboa wanton yade no a unya no edu said ya tie bia pensempensemu etwe doctor na waya krado se otio ne number no 0248 92 88 0248 92 88 3p garlic mixture
mate yadase okay nti 3p garlic mixture eno enkomo na yedi awie pharmacy shop and herbal shop bia mo kwa onsa ebeka bi kabo yenkwe
yes ye rem na yeni nkomo kakra we the fast ye kona afi ya we said nuyama ebisi akode afa ni nyina no eye kan say the Black Queens omo eguso a omo training ewo Egypt a omo yeso omo ebebo omo game against Egypt on Thursday inti amabawa no eguso omo training kem last ene amabawa no di omo adwuma no pa no ye bi edema awie nso ohwe said omo edi dwuma na yeso omo ni abre omo yese kwan bia so no omo bebo modern na fi Thursday omo game no etimi abaso omo ne Egypt na omo de abo ani said be anuama ebe kama o Ismailia ho ana training no enso ekoso ene anope na so omo guso a omo di omo dwuma no said be anuama enso betimi akokama edi amaye me na man preparation no ene kwan omo ba so omo be win Egypt game ni nyina no na say aban no enso abomodin ministry no abomodin a wo ma sponsor wo said be a omo ko ma contem kra na preparation we here against Egypt na ma me Betty Crosby Mensa and some kakra to ni nyina no eye mabawa yin so omo said ye omo sia prepare team no for game against Egypt enti kakra what they atudwa on a modern more umabo financially any BBF to support the ladies.
Possible and necessary to airlift them. They are currently at the base in Egypt and preparing ready. But they are doing their own training back there just to be prepared enough because they have been away for some time now, almost 2 months, being away playing in their various league matches. And this is the time for us to bring them together to play together again before, preparing themselves towards the 23rd of October. So yes, on our part, we have done everything necessary and possible that will help the women or our team to be comfortable and ready to face their counterparts. From the Ministry of Sports and National Recreation, but financially.
Sports and the Omonso area support a man or another kakra and it to Jade said forum no echo so Naninano and so a Ghana ye can say England ye boy ya ye combo friendly game ya na me adoma baso December another two say no stress Ghana or quality pa as itimi friendly game na say ja ye kakra no so ya Crosby Mensa Betty Erituja.
3rd of October. So yes, on our part, we have done everything necessary and possible that will help the women or our team to be comfortable and ready to face their counterparts. From the Ministry of Sports and National, and so they are the best, in fact, in the
say Kevenya and Nonafi, Yadin Como about England, Eddie and Nonafi, on said Nuama, and so is yet here our honum na yerum, our Crobia Kumasia Santico Doko, Nafi and Twaso, na Yenin Comona, Yen said Nuama and Susitia Kotoko, Eguso, a training and then they bomb say, Umba prepare now, Oma Komoroko, Nafi, one more a game no, as so a second leg of the CAF Confederation. Na Yenin Koma Kakre, or an incline, na Yen training no, and so is coach Abdulkarim Zito. And then Mrantia no omo recovery section back to any pitch and also omo area say nyame adoma and you ama ebitima ko ya makrobia kumasi asante kodoko nti coach no ana wo hwe ne Mrantia no odwumadi omo di se be anu ama ebe kama enso edi amomo na ze report ayaba ne say team no enso be free Ghana no omo do omo ni akire Morocco on Wednesday na omo hwese omo second game no enso be baso na second leg no ebetimi abaso ne mom advanced team no de yeso on Sunday ana omo so enye do ya wo we say o metimi aboa na afi o ma prepare team no na nuama ye come into advanced team no on Sunday no on the 19th no mo so make sure say wo mo ebe remo Morocco na o ma we say the nuama ebe si akọ IMC chairman na up in crowds we wa reporter ba no so no so egukwa so a ono so ko na afi ono so akọ say o me prepare team ni ye e wo say the be aga sa game no Morocco no anye den kra kotoko betimi anya good results e wo eno e kakra e free o edeba na Mr. Fosu Oware chairman solo kakra free ho ban say owe sika o jeje na o say ye kobo e won kran ye mo kuma say ye jiska wa accountability ade a ehun ehie ye penti crobia supporters no sika na o jeje ni nyina fans wa cheche mu wo jiwe wa ha say the be mu beda o fine na say sika bi amfa ba bi ti wa ya kontai nti kakra chairman solo erituja.
Yes, Mr. Edu or Kofum or a Guinness distributor. Or my 5,000 Ghana seats. And Mr. Emmanuel Owusu, also my 500 Ghana seats. I've been Kotoko, Faithfuls, or my 2,900 seats. And I've been Dr. Kwame Che, a former board chairman. And half a nation service on the India. Adia, why am I say number one? Enable die-hard supporters, Nasa. Warranty come, you know, at the amount of Kumasi. Abaha. Ombedi no Bibia, no Wafanonka. Also, family supporting Kotoko. Last thing you say, nations, a Juma Kotoko, Ayoso. A free one nation supporters were high carbako among women as well as all the support Kotoko. We are no some 5,000 Ghana cedis. And we are former board chairman Dr. Chi
Buna na ekosu sika oninsa kan ye ene dwumadi omudi die no ana chairman solo echechemu ene die omo adie said be accountability no eno so mu be dawo fine na ne ma kama Ghana ye league no said enra ene ma sikoye no Go Stars boy omo tena fie omo ebo Heart of Lions omo she academy ensa ema Heart of Lions ateka no emu ba ko said anopa no ye di unkomo ene ma no boys no bo modern e wo ba bia ni na enye easy crowd right here friend Richard Cote ono enya a strike be from outside the box and I feel tia ball so ematena ekasa na so no ebogo Samson Eduku enso ehye baako and I feel Abrantia Fenise Samuel Atakumi enso de baako count na penalty and ono edito na ti go highlight ni bi an yeyi and they amana na say enrade enuama koye edema Gold Stars abra omonso ebo against Heart of Lions almost share 3-1 goals no and Asharake project ebi ediama na game no eba na we Vincent Atenga and nsem kakra etudwa ni nyina mu no ekire se wo mo ehwese nuama ebekoye we now manyane de important edema Gold Stars Vincent Atenga ede kakra tuda.
We are not focusing on the Premier League, so I think going forward we have just started, and today is a good day for us with the players and the supporters. The Africa it didn't go well with us, so
and to Joey and Afi Obin Junior also go no also na a ball the consolation goal. Yes, Kojo Obin Junior on na a shed only one on also after so she go no the kakra etuda.
And we are unbeaten, and today we break the unbeaten record. It's very painful. That you replace it with a match or a game.
Obi Junior and somebody had to join no fancy league table they say and it's city after match day 6 Mediama 13 points Hearts of Oak 12 points Diana 12 points Hearts of Lions 11 Young Apostles 10 and Avesamates 10 points Gold Stars 9 points and we have 5 matches and Omabo Karela and so 9 points Asante Kotoko 8 points and we have 4 games and no more and so it's me abonese after match day 6 no a Brekum Chelsea just only 4 points. I was 11 one days or 2 and Abasake only stars more 2 points. So when I say a modern model and so our form and no air kakreba Benjamin Asare Sugusu dinner our clean sheet in the soir 5 matches one also equita 5 clean sheet no modern more air conkai SMA said was a ball be anywhere Everton net from a free net a Gopin World Cup in Tisadia then Abre Lawrence or say and so our 4 clean sheet and a Kwame Aziz our in a vision on also 3 clean sheet na Kamara 2 and so Edema Kotoko nti fancy fancy na be from reme na omometwa so emfa emfri ho.
Okay wo mate yɛda se nti yɛmmerɛ na afei yɛmmra mehwɛm na kakra bia aka no yɛmfamfa ɛfie na afei yɛmmra na yɛmɛtoa so nyame yɛadom ɔkyena so yɛanodade yɛba yɛbɛba ne yɛaba bɛtoa so ɛnso ɛde afiri ɔnom nti na internet no ɛha adwen kakra nti momfa nkyɛn nti ɛno ɛnso ɛno no kapo no no yɛwie ɛwɔ fie yɛba na yɛaba bɛhwɛm kakra berɛ no so a yɛwie interviews na ɛbɛfa course na mo a mowɔ fie a mobɛsɛ mo frɛ na moba so no nso moanya chance na moaba so mɛsɛ yɛntio
Yo, yemmo baby any Gold Stars for abaso. And before the game, no, on say you didn't come about the importance of this resource, especially far away. Say when to me and share Heart of Lions were ha. Now, what do you say? Oh, to come share Heart of Lions, I give me better in the amount. Because I believe said this season, Upe teams are me who almost a league, you know, bet my competing for it, and your mom budget. Competing for the league well and well partner Heart of Lions count. The entire Heart of Lions count member competing for league where one the ability to maintain the core part of our team for this season once again. And the experience of more bench when it comes to coaching setup now my day or my definitely Omunu Bobiana also yemshe show. This season Nankasa no maba Kumasi before 1 point against Kotoko. Omakofa 1 point against Accra Hearts of Oak. Against baby any komu say nya point kan wa yaw that means nanka league no kwan na so anamona because mu timi nya sa points no mu show mu fie games ni nyina ye dane no a yaw ni nyina e bo mu so say straight but Gold Stars squad depth ni quality no madana de no actually me one thing say this is a team that are eager to maintain their status in terms of playing on the continent consistently. Say Oshe even players can put more injury or more one chain. Now share or more maba or more resource now, meaning so team no more quality in depth. And when I'm sure more match needing for you have Vincent Atenga, we have Gideon Anaba, more bit is a cut if you want to. I definitely understand that this is a world drought baby any Gold Stars team. But Dukune Samuel Atakumi, most of the time, let me say, Sisi and Omudi goes no more than my baby any Gold Stars, especially when they are playing at home. Yeah, and sometimes my biggest problem with some of the strikers are no more the Ghana Premier League in the so mutifio meshe goes is our mutu. But for someone like Samuel Atakumi, last season he will be so quite well to me. Eduku afe no aba wahye home die ni bi yehwesa away games na bi obetima akobi akwa and it highlights the importance of having attackers who are very good and can give you goals anywhere out in betu kwa akọ ye league ayebo yo yaw wo hwe abetamu a hwe Emmanuel Mafo of Aduana Stars atakumi hwe boys omu ni experience omu de bon kodwe obi junior mo hwe goals ni bi die but I think say we check these teams ni dwumadi na omu di na then I make Emmanuel Mafo asem di acho say yaw now wa hwe 4 goals e wo Ghana Premier League ni now Emmanuel Mafo 4 goals na wa hwe wo Ghana Premier League no emu mienu na bi emu miensa efie emu ba ko ya away de no okosheti aso adu All Blacks the miensa ni nyina wa hye ne fie ni nyina ye yaw match winning goals especially if you dey na game ni tied 1-1 na Emmanuel Mafo abehye na 2-1 game ni tied be 2-2 na Emmanuel Mafo abehye na 3-2 ya game ni tied goalless one ebehye go na Emmanuel Mafo abehye on the the second goal against Red All Blacks yaw goals na akoda ni hye ni nyina so nye goals ketwa no disrespect to attackers or share the tappings Bobby to me ade but yaw I think this season ankasa no most of the clubs who wants to win their league no show almost center forwards ni goals no almost no. This is in line to whatever House of Folk want to do. Say we be chim go no bicycle kick no boy no. Baby a wogina ne the position no. Na chi ne hwepo no. So obi de ne ho beje. So obi mfa ne ho nje. So obi be ne den. Hwe konfa so eje bo ne wiem se ne ba na wasusu dada. Panyan. Yaw. Beautiful goal by standard.
Yeah.
Against Wedro All Blacks goal no kra no. Baby a ball through pass and the man no. Any baby or chepe goalkeeper no. E the ball ne to net no. Yaw, I feel a league when me say strikers in any abre. We need a league that is competitive to a certain extent. Say ya attackers no yaw. Who didn't come am mo abetime di nkomo ni bi di ama omo. Because Ghana has say nankasa no krani nyame ni yaw. On the local front ache anaye dinsi be produce a striker. Obetime room with the national team grandpa perform the amaye. Me no me na so ditum your hands say yeah have your problem with center forwards. Said that Jordan be free system nim say kukuro. I was say plan the striker for Fred neighbor. I was say striker for Fred neighbor. I'm impressed with Emmanuel Mafo. Abetamu adini da hodada. Someone attack me is adding goals. I'm happy say Duku already discover the forms. Since we are starting them why Diama Hamza. And the Hamza kwese go far away in Brekum for House of Folk. Abdul Salam Musu says goes ni bi won chenchen. Yaw, we want the best for the league and we want our top attackers to start scoring goals.
Okay.
And be competitive enough. And I think say a shepi league for a proper direction in your maybe a bit makoso amana team aboa. And I think say these are strikers a weekend be an yaw yani be wo bia so atakumio Emmanuel Mafo how we so do All Blacks game no then obey be a born
no so warm say halfway line in chemo baby no
and only another home game we keeper ni pie ya hwe the finishing of Emmanuel Mafo through pass ne koye na hwe bia keeper ni pie ba no chepe ball no be o chepe ball no ya the movement and the finish. Me nyina so ye game no mu aye den aye ba be pon no
yeah
e mu aye den hwe anticipation very important hwe the movement right after an attack and nya ball no hwe wan dwen hu kra oduru na wa hwe keeper no wa hwe ball no pa oh we see you matter striker I see you see we don't want to strike up.
I'm also supposed to some more the best striker in the league.
Competition they are not the best striker there. On no ho. But competition are not den pa for him. Competition are not den. You see, I don't know chairman solo ye no. E so ni nation kura in the makotoko. Yaw. Okunu mu den. Na mum kwa obefa so abe consistent with the oye no na very important. Now on the continent, just maybe you've been able to gather 1 or 2 people to pay money. For stadium. In as much as say hope for Kotoko to qualify for the next round of the competition, organizing Kofoso Kruma says should be the league games in be very important. So I only believe and hope, say, and Yoma will be to me akoso atwaso, na kotoko etimidi ni padodo na Aba Stadium. Se kotoko average ni pa be about 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 per game. Yaw, there is a need for the support base to start going to the various stadiums to go and watch games when it comes to Omo club. And yakasa baby. And chairman solo so actually say Juma no betima manabro so the start is good. But Dibiana Mekasa, it is easier to get to the top. But how to maintain yourself a honana problem nina. And I think transparency is what they did. Or my kind of WhatsApp group for nina dia boom. I'm also hoping say House of Focus will be on elections na me aduma weekend way. Now you ko brekum ne chema Yusuf so ne mrantie so ba ne nkofuku so ba wo. I'm also loving House of Focus approach in terms of going to away games. Now, we want our top clubs to have their supporters trooping into their games, whether home or away. So and these are things you expect leaders to do. I'm hoping say things will work out right for the supporters leaderships of your big clubs.
Mike Bray.
Fancy, Menyan Craft from Abuabo number 2.
Okay.
Nipa share an ultimate football team.
Abuabo number 2.
Yeah. Nipa share an ultimate football team. Inti Wadaroma, with your permission, my member less than so. Into number Abuabo number 2 Champions League match nende. Captain Siasia. On air captain. Coolest kid. To me. Number 2. Salulech. Number 3. Tunechi. Number 4, Sarikin Arna. Number 5, Tuga. The boat Tuga obo saying 6, Agro obo 7, Nazaim obo 8, Yakini obo 9, Yakini obo 9. Good. Alati obo 10. Shehubule ha Wenga 11. Na bench for no Hiroji. Atomo bo game ne. Debi omo show no. Into the football team. Oh, Hero G Dino Obesa center back no. And a Mansuro Goma. A D where the bottre. Abu 6. Midfielder. So Abu number 2 for ni na more here no. Yedo say ni echi almost when they we are. Sunyani Zongo so. Okay. As I mean now for ni Zongo for. Enti Sunyani Zongo so. Alaji JT. Or so share. My off. On the guys in so monitor show no. And that is the development and also a name moba. All right. Fancy. Asempa itia. Itia swampa. Yankana ting. What I want to say is this season league no. So weni kon na ufulo a. Enkomona ye di edefa Ghana Premier League ho the Biana players Ninyadi anyway, you better so. You said the Biamaka. You better so. And Go Stars won against Heart of Lions. So we'll check the game sheet now in terms of development. Once you each Melado Efrim. Heart of Lions midfield no, Nipa Mienu, no more running affairs. Each Melado, na Eche Dogli. Now, say ye midfielder Bakufrim or ye key midfielder. Then a trail midfield no it is malfunctioning. Now your ball game new year no play obi agi to me say where your bobo ne manaso and no Go Stars Richmond among Kote is a midfielder. So what does it mean? Or the minyan cheche mukra the makache we from where I started so it was a day where Heart of Lions midfield did not really deliver as we expect. So I'm afraid I've watched them boss Asante Kodoko. I have watched them boss House of Folk. These are the 2 unbeaten sides in the league. And Omo form. Omo be share Heart of Lions. No more for Omobo. Because the way Ishmelado and Dogli running Finfino, it was difficult for Kotoko and House to have sustained a level of possession. But when they came up against BBN Go Stars, the defending champion, and the among Kotesu J, no, this scene and also complemented by the other supporting cast, Justice Atta, and then also Emmanuel Wayne Contour. Clearly, the midfielders on display our league so far. Oko All Black, Samuel Boating Fosu. You will find excellent midfielders in almost every team. We have the talent, we have the quality. Pioneer standard. They are kani yesika edebe pejomo. And the standard in terms of consistent appearances in the CAF interclub competitions. No be catch us a league no quality nimua. Sinihu and Jindi. If you go to Mediema, Prince Owusu Blaster Scholar, but me catch us a Owusu form yenu, Anna Fuzitela. Emmanuel Owusu 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 goal involvement this season. My midfielder, 2 goals, 2 assists.
Prince Owusu say so call a game record born say exactly. It comes in our boys and quite friend Messi.
So it's a nickname. No? Yeah. So what I want to tell you, we have talent. The a weekend we shall go be now omo travel 20 time for the say player be or England. I think say omo championship or League One. Wa Bosch go short from center. Question I'm say. A word Dramani share the same goal. David this season here crowd weekend no. A word Dramani share the same goal.
Cameras.
Mediema.
Yeah.
For Samatas FC. But again, the camera angles and then the picture quality. And then the idea. But we have quality in our league. Go now. Ma for share komia yichre on against All Blacks. As Asamoah goes or any bino.
So cameras in crown someone.
Asamoah goes now or any be. That game was supposed to be streamed live. I was anka omobabe ba TV for number. Kobo baya kadedanka Ghana for beye dia fa hono kebesene de eyaye. So yisa go na keep an eba no can walk keep an kakra. Geneva de Mugos nibi. Running over the shoulder of the defender can walk Michael Lowy Mugo. One touchable no, one touch. When Tiaso and before the ball got to him, he knew what he wanted to do. So he replayed that
goal of the season contender.
One touch.
Goal of the season
and contender. And one drama quality. And Tianyama was under yes Christopher Inin. Only now the free Chelsea. And player ni you see. There's it. Media build up. So build up no. Omo boy na intercepted pass in the middle. Passion.
No.
So memo beyond that down. There is quality in our league. But resources now in abundance and technology now here advancing ko ye nim not sabro for no. And then my now I'm telling you, just make sure say what dear face you when so. Every weekend be an visit one league venue. Every weekend. Ube who players are more bobo any or more yard. Yeah, no na say chan time we drew near fresh players are. You can equally debate and say Debbie players now minimum so more bobo and yeah no do one any friend.
So we only quality Wontumi shares go away.
A word money. Ask the people of Brekum or your quality attacker. The or here a consistency. But he's lucky to work with the same coach now or not bringing it out. I will Brekum Chelsea. And
not to me.
So I'm telling everybody, your league, your quality ni wom. Your standard ni ndru alali modie because omoma ya to aso manako nenim. Ye no e wadra man ye was amateurs no ochine bi sesika ba e was omoton no mujiska because we don't have money. Money is the biggest bane of Ghana football. Sesika be share ye ball ni mu a empempenso anke be page edru no enye ne say ye hwe ni ndenti. That is one thing I will want to touch on. Emre Naso. Naso obi amai.
Ose
obi aba.
Obi o chifa.
Okay baba.
Odugo.
Someone say obi aba.
Obi o de entika. 1 minute. Obi kabium.
Yes,
1 minute.
Asante Kodoko House of Folk ebe here see a very vibrant the support base. Okay. I have some videos. Come share the Amashadrak Munankomoyi.
Okay.
I will Brekum just last weekend, Sunday.
Yeah.
The way the House of Folk fans charged the atmosphere. And it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Once a Brekum for no Phoebe Omudi B Omoshawa.
Yeah.
Now has the share, and the House fans Kobe Jones, Moni Magana Babashai. And let me praise the Ashanti Regional NCC for
okay.
Omo Koshe game ne money Omo share no almost start B. You see such atmospheres my league in a fair and a yakono. And I love how Brekum for no so a welcome your money in Ebuphone well grown in Yonko now we're why the honor so by it was a Brekum for a doors the same house for no but you could see the house for no ding and they shared in that environment. We need vibrancy. Okay. And where your supporters base in him has Kotoko, even the other clubs. You see a pager. Because the football can be good, but without the necessary support, and to me, a year game no end. So I am happy with how Kotoko and so Chairman Solo making sure so or can be album, making sure so or co be abu buano. Dear Obiamwa, dear Tibia widows might you contribute to help a cause. Has a force to a mabana the obey oba. Ombe follow suit no money the omoye because it looks like a clubs now they are improving on some one or two things be na first entry and the Yakobo matcher has the match day program back. Tell players or money available team news and more statistics on their social media. Things are changing and we need the supporters to also drive through this positive change in the fan pager game and fencing now so easy about the easy there the number one paint to a gun of course color beer will pay beer easy color beer will pay they know now what's that Tokrobi da okay to kofa away the way to him and so what the that work but someone for power say or package and brand say unim package oh ti god that work o see afa bi and brand oh yeah so we him na gu ase cameraman yes we want try the container o ma ye nye oh siaga paint ne paint bi akawa paint na ye ntia we easy the power say Mike akasa na kai okay so and then is afa management o father do agu oh yeah nye that's a bit o fie na wo koda boni bi o fie o ko father do akra it will not affect the things you make come na akwa kwese so easy paint there I don't know so dan no be wi oh na dey say and then why you advert ni na to say me mama kra no motivation ade buy any chese na oh and na me see for me mo bi